y'all can, make sure you like the video too before y'all come over here too.
Elevate music. Elevate music. Elevate music. Start. Let's dance a bit. Drink some more. You say you ain't doing good. You know I always know. I know. Let's dance a bit. Drink some more.
It's Mr. Nasty time.
Girl, I know you wanna slow. I know. Let's dance a bit. Drink some more. You say you ain't nothing, but I gotta let it show. We gotta go faster. Flying in the sky, we getting higher like it's not. So where we going? Don't ask me. I can't let a nigga try to take your heart right past me. I won't let go. Oh no. Baby, where you wanna be? Just tell me what you wanna see. Where we going? I can't tell you right now. Take a shot of Hennessy. Now tell me what you wanna be. Let's dance a bit. Drink some more. You say you ain't doing good. You know I always know. I know. Let's dance a bit. Drink some more. Pour another forward, girl. I know you wanna slow. I know. Let's dance a bit. Drink some more. You say you ain't nothing, but I gotta let it show. We gotta go faster. Flying in the sky, we getting higher like it's not. So where we going? Don't ask me. I can't let a nigga try to take your heart right past me. I won't let go. Oh no. Baby, where you wanna be? Just tell me what you wanna see. Where we going? Let's dance a bit.
All right, AEW X1s, this is Master Marks, and I'm coming back with another mother loving video. Shout out to the AEW X1s, the Master Marks Militia, and the Day One Doggy Bones. Shout out to my dog K Breezy, my dog Dante Jerron 23, my dog Marcus Brown, my dog Ruben, and my dog King Mike's World, as well as my dog Mookie is goated, and Abagora. Y'all know what it is. It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. Also, shout out to my dog LTK as well. Also, shout out to LTK as well. It is Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's the NXT day.
NXT is for the niggas.
So you know how we coming. We also do currently have Marcus Brown and Ruben on. Hello, guys. How are you doing today?
Doing very good. How about yourself?
All I gotta say to you, Marcus Brown, is
Feeling X-rated.
Feeling X-rated, brother.
Nasty time.
It's Mr. Nasty time. That's what I got to say.
This is a pipe. This is a pipe dream to me. We got Joe Hendry in the ring. The Kazarian dude for TNA. We got TNA talent in the WWE ring. We must be dead or something. Ain't gonna fucking win.
Nah, I don't think we dead, Marcus. I don't think we dead, brother.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. It just feels so. It just feels so damn good, though.
Hey yo, it feels so damn good. It's crazy. Ruben, we've missed you, man.
Yes,
We've
it's
missed you. Welcome back.
Well, I was doing a little wine tasting over the weekend with some of the divorcees and bachelorettes
Okay.
of Sonoma County. But you know how I go down. I had to
Hey,
do a little something, something.
listen, I don't
But
play. Hey, I
this has been
congratulate, sir.
this has been over 100 hours of an interesting life in the WWE. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Scotland Clash of the Castle, which was a banger, which turned out to be leaving them voiceless, if you get my meaning. Then we go to Monday Night Raw, for crying out loud, out there in hot ass Corpus Christi, Texas. Believe me, I know that I used to live in Texas. And think about it, we get a return of Seth freaking Rollins, who is about to get his title back, but we also get the Wyatt family making their haunting return to WWE. And now I'm sitting here watching the same thing that Brother Marcus just saw. We have TNA and then over the top battle royale to see who's going to get a crack at the NXT Heavyweight Championship. This is definitely a different world than what we lived in when the old fogey was running the show. It is definitely a different world.
Hey, Woo man, is we dead? Is we dead? Is we in heaven or something? Because ain't no
I
way.
literally,
Is we in heaven or something? Oh my lord.
Because
well, we're about to,
is we about to get a full week of WWE doing fantastic, basically doing fantastic on their shows.
Hey, listen,
Even though
they know how to get me back in because I sure was ready to let it go. Hey, Brizzy, what's going on, brother?
and we got and we got what's his name? Damn it, what's his name? I
Ray J?
forgot the bald-headed black dude on the roster. I forget. Damn, why I forget his name?
Moose?
No, the short bald-headed dude that's on in WWE who
Apollo?
had the Apollo. We got Apollo in this ring in NXT. What is APK and Triple H doing? Did they hear us? Did they hear us? Because they
No, they
finna
didn't hear
do.
us. You know they didn't hear us. All they really doing is they just doing their damn job. Now, now listen, they just doing their damn job. That's all it really is. Apollo just got eliminated though. They need to let him. They need to let Apollo bring his Jamaican or not Jamaican, his Nigerian act back. Shout out to the Nigerians in the chat.
This this is a dream. This is a straight dream.
whoa.
Also, shout out to my dogs of devastation in the chat. Shout out to the
Man, I
dogs
could
of devastation.
I could tell you the stuff that we got so far this week, even though Clash of the Castle had moments that made us irritating and stuff. We went
Don't even
straight
talk
to
about it.
Monday. We
Don't even
we
talk about it.
we we went straight to Monday Night Raw. Got the return. Got the Uncle Howdy uh, uh reveal. We got Braun Breaker killing people, killing cats. We got Liv Morgan doing. The product is just it's just it's just it's just really good. It's
Humble
good to
85, how
see.
you doing? Right. It just might be a good week of WWE just for once, y'all. Now, also, just to let y'all know, we have a Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, the link will be in the comment section or the live chat in just a moment. We accept super likes, super chats, and super thanks, as well as super stickers. And if you also want to donate to the channel and you don't want to go through donating through YouTube, you can go ahead and throw us a doggy bone on Cash App. Our Cash App is $masked up marks. That's MASKEDUP MARK to the S. Shout out to the dogs of devastation in the chat. So yeah, we might be looking at a good week of WWE. It's possible. Maybe they seen that me and K Breezy was saying that we was all elite, and that's the reason why they got their act together.
Hey, but Black Star, he's in the chat. Give him a shout out and stuff. But
I'll shout out to
um,
Blackstar 15, brother. How you doing? How you doing?
hey, but if you want any wrestling rumors and stuff, he's the person to go to because he actually the top person that gives me updates. I do the same for him, but he be on the wrestling news all day. So he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude.
Hey, Marcus, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Appreciate you, K Breezy. Also, if hold on, I'll ask you a question in a second. Also, if you want to join the Patreon, the link for our Patreon is also in the chat as well, the live chat. Marcus,
Yeah.
how would you feel if somebody walked up to you or somebody said to you that you was thicker than a hot dog?
I will if it's a female, I would just laugh, but it'd be harmless and stuff. But if it's a dude, if
No,
it's
they
a dude,
talking about, listen, they talking about your, brother.
oh
I'm
my,
fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr.
if it's
Nasty
a
kind.
female, they said if it's a female, I'ma just tell her straight up. I could prove it to you how I whip her.
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God.
That's crazy.
But if it's a dude that
But
says
she
it,
already, saying that it's the case though. If she's already saying to you that you thicker than a hot dog, I mean, I guess
oh,
that's a good
I
thing.
understand. I ain't understand what you mean. If he's saying that, I'ma just is this video monetized?
Yes, it's monetized, brother.
So I can't say what I really want to say. I
You
can't
can
say
say
the
it.
F
You can say it, but say it clean. Keep it PG for
well
right now because we ain't been on for 15 minutes.
if
K
a
Breezy, hold on.
female
Actually, K Breezy also link that. Can you link? Dang, this candy kind of fire. I'm kind of hitting. Hey, listen, K Breezy, link the this video in the Discord for me. Even though a lot of folks in the Discord,
less is king. I like less is king though.
that's my pick.
Dude got a character and stuff.
That's my
He
pick.
got a
Lexus
character.
King.
This dude, I can't. Lexus King came from so far from where he was at
Where's Joe
AEW.
Henry at? I don't even see him out there.
He got eliminated.
Damn. Who is this dude?
But that Frankie Kazarian dude for TNA is still in the match. So at least
Is that Sammy Callahan?
Sammy Callahan,
Well, your boy Lexi King has been eliminated.
Oh my God. Well, I knew he wasn't gonna
There's your
win.
pick.
That's why I didn't
And
pick him.
I have no idea who this guy is. He must be a TNA guy. I have no idea, but he looks like he's one half of the Nasty Boys or
Like you should be hanging out with
Jesus.
Balls Mahoney and shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the ECW.
Yeah, he looked like a dude from. He should. Him versus Trick ain't no match. They need to have Moose come down there and just walk straight in the ring and eliminate everybody.
but let me finish what I'm saying. If a female say, if a female say my stuff is bigger than a hot dog, if no cap, I'm gonna just take them to a hotel and just
To the hotel.
smash up.
I'm fed,
Yeah, the
feeling
female is
X-rated.
talking.
It's
If the
Mr.
female
Nasty
is
kind.
talking, looking like Liv Morgan, I'm giving them that man-made stuff. But if
Yeah.
it's a
Freaky ass nigga, he a
Hold on,
69
Marcus.
God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God.
Just because she say it's bigger than a hot dog, don't mean you got to pull out the man-made sauce. Don't mean you got to pull out the cool. What's the whip stuff called?
It's
Oh,
gonna
my
come
Lord.
from the source.
Straight
But
from the
yeah,
source.
But yeah, if a dude, you already know what's gonna happen if a dude say that. I'm beating the shit. I'm beating the fuck out of them, breaking their jaw, breaking their arms, breaking their elbow. I'm breaking all types of stuff on.
Hey, listen. Hold on. I just seen some in my phone just a minute ago. To the AEW Pack Smokers that's listening to the sounds, right? I just seen some in my phone, and I want to let y'all know. That I will not be streaming on Friday for Friday Night SmackDown this weekend. I have some stuff I gotta handle. Some stuff I got a little handle real quick. But I just seen some in my phone and LTK. LTK, brother. I'm telling you, man. Good Lord. That's all I can say. Good lord,
Wait, wait, what's going on? Why you say good Lord? You mu-
because
wait, you see Tiffany,
listen,
Tiffany half naked.
listen. Sometimes things can shake like jam and jelly at the same time, brother. Jam and jelly.
Hey, real quick before you go on, Master, they got
Huh?
this Frankie Kazarian. They got Frankie Kazarian from TNA still in a Final Four of this battle royal. So TNA is getting a huge spotlight right now. I wish Joe Henry had a longer time in the match though.
You already knew that he wasn't going to win when he came out there and started talking shit to everybody. That's usually how it
Uh,
goes. If you ever watch a battle royal, you ever see one cat talk that much trash about the entire roster, you already know that person's gone. And I have a funny feeling that I think I just saw the winner. I think I just saw the winner.
is
He
it the
just
dude?
rolled out of the ring.
Oh
You
no,
talk about Sean Spears. Yeah, TNA's done. TNA is done.
hey, but they got a huge spotlight tonight. That's all that matters. Dude was in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
final.
So the fourth time, yeah, the fourth competitor out of their roster lost in a matter of 2 years in a battle royale. Yes, you go the two world champions, Mickey James and the Juggernaut Jordan Grace, both lost in the women's battle royal or the Royal Rumble, and now you have two of your stars here, two former champions who lost in the battle royal. So that's 0 for 4 in the last 2 years.
But they shouldn't necessarily win because they just guessed there. They just
Jordan
guessed.
Grace beat Jordan Grace literally just beat a TNA. I mean, NXT talent. I think it was Tatum Paxley. So
Yeah, Tatum Paxton. Yeah.
Yeah, and she also got beat by the world champion. So what my whole point is, oh, there's your winner right there, Sean Spears. There he is.
I could have told you it was gonna be Stank
Sean
Spears.
Spears. Sean Spears is going to win this thing because he ain't gonna be this kid. Because this kid, him and Trick
Who,
Williams are
Javon?
boys. So why would they want to wrestle? Yeah, why would they wrestle? And plus, this
hey,
It
kid
might
got
be
ring
Javon.
card racked up.
this Javon, this Javon,
Uh, ooh, Mr.
this
Kofi Keith is
Javon
only
dude,
4 inches taller.
I ain't
this
gonna lie to you,
Javon
bro.
dude is Swerve vibes. You know, it could be could be WWE version of Swerve.
Javon, cool. He just his promos ain't there, y'all.
Oh.
I mean, he's still young. You can't say it's not like he's 28 or 29.
LTK, we don't care about no Dante Chan, brother.
Hey,
A
Javon
hot
won.
dog not that thick, so one would
That
hope,
Javon
unless
dude.
folks out here with. Hey, listen. Hey, yo, look, a hot dog ain't that thick, so yeah, you right. Unless
Oh my
folks out
God,
here
they're
with the
gonna give
pencil
it to
thing.
him. They're gonna give it to him. He's
Hey,
the number one contender.
hey, they pushing new talent. That's what y'all. That's what we been saying. Pushing, building new talent. That's what they just did.
But
Can't get
he,
it.
how long has he been? How long has he been in NXT?
Who, Javon? The Javon dude,
Less
he's
than a
only been
year.
in there for like a few months. He's 19.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. This whole thing with the young lady, Miss Jordan, winning the women's North American Championship. This kid getting the world title. I get we're pushing young talent, but they are super green. This is way
But
too
you know
soon.
what though? You
And
know
I
what
think,
they supposed to be green though, because it's development. This the development brand. So honestly,
yeah,
they can't always depend on people who are. Shout out to my dog Mookie is. Shout out to my dog Mookie is goaded. Um, so they can't always have old people or older people hold the belts. Now, Javon, do
no,
I
no,
think
no, no.
he's ready to be the world champion? No, he's not. Do I think he can get an opportunity? He's not gonna be. He's not gonna beat Trick. Like we know that. Like we all know that. So giving Trick some competition with this young dog, I don't mind it. There are other guys that you can put in that position, but right now, sure, give it to Javon. I don't necessarily see him as world heavyweight champion just yet in his career because I don't think his promos are great. But he is like LTK said, he is only 19. So yeah. But also I want to give a
Follow what I'm saying, Pat.
also I want to
Follow
give
what
a
I'm
shout
saying,
out. Hold on, just give me 1 second. I also want to shout out to Alejandro Gonzalez. Shouts out to you. Thank you for joining the stream. And also, like I said before, shout out to Mookie as well. Let me read some of the comments before we go further. Dragon Lee feels something. You already know. LTK, you know. You already know, brother. Um, he cool. He cool, but his promos just is not. They're not ready yet.
okay? No. I get what you're saying. Here's what my point is saying. You have Tony D'Angelo,
Oh
okay?
Mhm.
my!
He's been there for about a good 2, 3 years. He don't deserve a world title match.
He
Oh my
had about
god.
like 6 opportunities already, bro.
Lola Vice.
Yeah, but he still should be the next guy coming up though. I can even talk about Axiom. I can talk about Frazier. I can talk about members of Gallus. I mean, I've already just named you right there 6 guys that you could have your boy Trick Williams get down with in that match. But remember, I know
Lola
this is
Vice.
developmentally. This is the home of mid carders. I get it. That's why you saw in that battle royal nothing but mid carders. You didn't see no main event caliber guys in there.
Listen, I
So
understand y'all want to talk about these wrestlers, but Lola Vice, good lord.
Oh my
Good
God!
good lord. Lola Vice. God
We talk about we
damn.
talk about Lola Vice. We talk about Lola
Woo.
Vice. We can show Ruka tonight. Oh
Hold on,
my
y'all.
God!
Hold on, y'all. We got a tag team match with Lash Legend in it. Let's stop the music for a second. We got our daily dose of, or our weekly dose of chocolate about to show up to the
And
arena.
Jakar Jackson is wrestling tonight.
Jakara
Oh
Jackson.
man.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-mm-mm.
Um, you
Chocolate.
know how I feel about the whole thing with NXT is I do feel like Tony D'Angelo is a good option for that, but didn't he just win that trophy?
Yeah, he did, and he had an opportunity.
But I feel like that
He had
trophy
an
should mean
opportunity.
something. That trophy should be okay. So now you won that. You've won that opportunity. You've won that trophy, that cup, right? Now you got it. Now you can either take it and put it back on the shelf and say now somebody else compete for it. I'm trading in my trophy for a title shot. That's a good idea. Because they win in this trophy and
hey,
they carrying this
you
big ass trophy around, and it's like, what we carrying the trophy around
know,
for? Like when you win a trophy in,
and
in,
you
in high school football, you don't carry it around with you. You try to cash in to go to college football and then go to the NFL. So it's like, what we doing with this big trophy? That's one thing I'll say.
Oba Afemi, Oba Afemi.
Obafemi will be
That's
too soon
seven.
for him. It'll
That's
be too
seven.
it'll be too soon for him. I already gave the idea. I said you do Trick versus Obafemi at the end of the year, last NXT of the year, and you have Oba just relinquish the North American Championship for the opportunity for the NXT Championship. Literally on the last episode of NXT of the year, and you have Oba beat Trick for the title.
And Javon is a baby
What
face, so
about
that don't
the
make sense.
That's what my whole point I'm trying to say here is this. You also have members of what Chase U. You have 2 members there. They've been in there forever and a day. All they've been reduced to is tag teams. It's time to see if they can get down with the singles title. You also have that one guy with the one knee pad.
Jobbers.
I forgot he used to be part of the Brawling Brutes. He could also be a guy you can put in front of title shot.
Who,
Apollo
Pete
Crews for
Dunne?
crying out loud. You could put Dijak. I mean, I can go on
Well,
and
they
on and
they
on
didn't
with
already
names.
sent they didn't already sent Dijak up to the main roster, which was absolutely dumb as hell. If you want my opinion on it, Dijak
Exactly.
should still be
Because we
Dijak
haven't seen.
because they need a Dijak right now. They
Mhm.
need
What did I
they
say?
need a Dijak in NXT right now. Until they had enough
Mhm.
bulkier stars, or it's time for Oba to move forward, or it's time for a lot of those bigger guys to move forward. Ridge Holland, you got a guy like Ridge Holland, but I
Halo.
thought there was a
Mhm.
storyline where Ridge Holland was quitting. So it's like that's
Yeah.
just a little. So Sean is a little kind of funky with that booking. If I'm being honest with you, that was kind of
You even
funky.
had Sean Spears, who should have won the battle royal. Yes, Sean Spears there. You also had one of
But
the
if
members
Sean
of One
Spears
Republic.
was,
You should have
but if
Fletcher.
Sean
You could have given him a shot. Yeah.
But if Sean Spears would won, we would be back here saying you should have gave it to a younger star or something because Sean
No.
Spears,
No.
he's in his 40s. Remember, he's literally in his 40s,
Let
and
me
he's a
explain to you
producer
how
for
this
the
let me let me explain to you how even if it's a mid card company, we already know what it is, developmental department. The point is this: you want Trick Williams. The goal is to make him more credible for the main roster. So if he goes up to the main roster after challenging a whole pack full of rookies who have less than 1 year's worth of time in NXT and he's winning titles against them, it makes his title reign less credible. It does. The only two top guys that he actually really beat when he was champion was the Mad Dragon and his old boy, his old former tag team partner. That's it. That's the two credible wins that he's had so far in NXT. So his other wins have not really mattered as much as all because look at what you're doing. You're now putting him now with probably the greenest of greenest talent. I mean, he's Kofi Kingston and Swerve Strickland all rolled into one. Athletic, yes. Gifted, yes. Ready for a title match? No. Too soon.
I feel like Javon calling himself the young OG is kind of weird because there's already a young OG and there's only one young OG, and his name is Rio, the young OG. So just to let y'all know.
Yeah, you had the gold group call themselves the Grizzly Young Veterans for crying out loud. I mean, Jesus. Yeah, them cats.
Mhm.
the Grizzly Young veterans are is in is in that catering and in
No,
AEW,
no, actually,
CK and
yeah,
AEW.
that exactly. Yes, AEW. Yes.
They
So they
ain't
once again at the TNA. At least they'll win the tag titles there.
they ain't
They got
winning no
that
tag
TNA.
team titles, bro. They ain't winning
In
no tag
TNA they
team
can.
titles.
In
I'm
TNA they
saying,
can. Not in AEW.
yeah, they can in TNA, but not in AEW. They in AEW right now. They just in catering.
No.
That's what they in. Oh my God, Last Legend and
Hold on.
Jakara Jackson.
Hold on.
My
My thing not there. Sorry, Ruben. We gotta look. We
hey,
got Ruben.
hey,
Sorry, I apologize in advance. Hold on, Marcus. Just let's give a moment of silence for a little bit.
I just wanna,
Lash Legend.
I just wanna.
Let's get our weekly dose of chocolate. Our weekly dose. We got Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. Shout out to the Chuck.
Jakara's got a
Good God.
Jakara got a
Good
big,
Lord.
big, big
Chocolate
vagina.
City, Chocolate City.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do to Jakara Jackson
Good
with those
Lord.
booty cheeks she got on.
Oh, JC Jane.
You know,
Oh,
you know
God.
what? You know what? This is my first time actually seeing this young lady wrestle.
Let's see who?
I've seen Lash Legend wrestle, but this is my first time seeing the other young lady wrestle. I mean,
Jakara
she's usually
Jackson.
hanging around outside. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
never. I
yeah.
really
You ain't
never
see
seen
her
her
wrestle
wrestle.
before? You didn't see Jakara Jackson wrestle
I
before?
don't
This
even
ain't her
watch him wrestle. I just watch him come to the ring. That's all I do.
Okay.
I need to
this
feel
ain't her
something.
first
Easy.
been
Well,
wrestling
the
since
new Toxic Attraction. Here they are.
I really like JC Jane with this mask. I think this is fire. But also, oh my God. Lord have mercy. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Listen.
Hey, hey,
Listen.
did you think about the trade messed up? Last legend, you give me
Give me a
Roxanne
couple
Perez.
days. Ah,
Come on, work with me. How you going? Come
hold
on,
on,
bro.
hold
I'm
on.
not.
Marcus. Lola coming. Hold on. Oh my
Do
God.
you
And Roxanne.
need to? You know what? You going Booker T crazy now because that's how he's going right now. He's going insane.
Oh my God. Good Lord.
Booker T be like, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. All of that. Hold on.
but,
Listen.
but oh my God.
Lola Vice and
What?
Roxanne Perez as a tag team. Oh my God. Shout out to the AEW Pax moment. Shout out to
Well,
the AEW Pax moment.
looks like looks like they've already set it up to where we'll see who Roxanne Perez's new opponent's going to be. You know how this goes.
Hey, Jakara looks like if Mercedes and was and
Marcus, fix your phone because
was
that echoes. Marcus, fix your phone how you did that one day because that echo is back.
Well, well, ladies and gentlemen, I understand that for these young lads, this is going to be an enjoyable match that they're going to enjoy for many, many hours. But my question is, we got a triple threat women's tag team match here. What is it for?
Probably
With
to
Roxanne
compete
Perez,
against the
I
tag
feel
team
good to say
champions. It's probably to compete against the current tag team champions right now. They'll probably come up because you know that belt is they don't have a belt. They compete for the main roster tag team championships. Also, Rockin' Wrestling, welcome to the stream, brother. I appreciate you coming through. Appreciate the dogs, the devastation in the chat. Shout out to y'all.
So
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
you want the trade?
okay,
I'll give you Last Legend.
okay.
Come on, work with me, Mask Up. You want Last Legend? Just give me Roxanne. I ain't asking for like Lola Vice
We'll
or
think about
Jada
it.
Parker.
I'll think
Those
about it.
women a lot.
Just
I'll
so you
think
know,
about it,
for
man.
all the fans who don't know, a long time ago, the Unholy Alliance was head to head with the MMA Badasses on the episode, I believe, of SmackDown, where it was the NXT Champion Women's Championship versus the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, and it was a unification match in which, of course, Shayna Baszler and Marcus's own Zoe Stark won those titles. And now those belts are supposed to be defended on every single brand, but they're only being defended on the main roster. Should be defended on also NXT as well.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Hey yo. Listen,
Hey,
I think they need to
Master,
go ahead and. Hey Marcus.
Master,
Hey
quiet.
Marcus. Marcus already know where we at, brother. We. Hey,
Be
listen,
quiet. You about to go
listen,
look at what
listen.
to do. That's
Good
for real.
lord, chocolate drop the chocolate on the floor, pick it up and eat it. Good God. Ooh.
Hey, Master, you can have Lash. Just work with me. Think about giving me what I'm saying. I'll give you Lash without no fight.
What else
But
I Hey, what else I got? Hold on. Don't I got what if I give you half of the TNA female roster?
no, I just want what I'm saying. You can keep. Yeah, I ain't go. I'm not that hungry, but come on.
Look,
I got to at least share with the homies
I'll give
here.
you half of the TNA roster.
Nah, I want what I'm saying. Come on, just give me what I'm saying.
I can't
And
let
you
go of
can have.
Roxanne, brother.
You
I
got
got
Lola
I
and
got
Jada on top. You got Lola, Jayla, and Bianca locked. Come
I
on,
know,
bro.
right? Yeah, shout out to the Latin girls. Shout out to all black girls, white girls. Shout out to the Arabic girls. Shout out to all the girls of the world. I know Thea Hale is yours. You ain't gotta say nothing, K Breezy. I know K Breezy is
Them
women's everywhere. Is women's everywhere. We
KG, he like the short females. He like the real itty bitty females.
listen. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I know somebody was talking about something was thicker than a hot dog, but we might have to go bring Uncle Bricked Up Marks in the building, y'all. We might have to go get him.
No pussy. No pussy.
All puffy. All puffy.
No puffy.
All puffy.
Wait,
We
pussy.
gotta feel some around here. LTK know about it. LTK know. But real talk, why is that Latin black girls are segregated from the white? I'm not sure, but I don't know. Are you talking about in wrestling or are you talking about in general?
Hey, 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 mask up. I'm just about to say no puffy right now, but I'm about to say it right now, no puffy, because what I'm about to say is real stuff.
That's crazy.
Jakara Jackson, Jakara Jackson, I'll be smacking her across the face with my
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God.
Before
Freaky
you even
ass
go
nigga, he a
further,
69 God.
before you even go further, let's understand that you don't have to. You ain't got to do that. Hey, listen. Hey, LTK. LTK, I said, oh, puppy, listen. Hey, listen. We ain't playing tonight, brother. Hey, listen. Uncle Bricked Up Marks is in the building. Um, not in that way though. You don't know about it in that way, brother. Like not in that way.
no puppy. You can't say. What else you talk about when you say Brit all bricked up March? You ain't talk
I
about
th-
her actual brick. You talk about
oh,
look at Last Legend. You look at Last Legend and getting a silent a silent
we
from
trying to go cock diesel on Last Legend, bro. I'm talking about 888 hours of straight honey pack, the
Hey, you
extendo kind
sound like
like a
you gonna
rice
get
or like a Rice Krispie treat. We gonna have the Rhino pill. We gonna have the T-Rex IV. We gonna have the King Kong drink that had you out here beating on your chest and going crazy. It's
I'm
time.
fed,
you gonna
feeling
have
X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty kind.
You sound like you would actually give Last Legend 15 now. How you sound tonight?
15 hour and a half. 15 hours and a half. Hold on.
Man, Jakar Jackson is so fucking sexy. God damn.
Mm-mm-mm.
Good God.
It's a blessing, brother. Blessing. It's a blessing. Um, so what I will say is, it does sometimes seem like there are like the roster can get segregated a little bit, but then again, you also see a lot of African American females wrestle against Caucasian females in WWE. I just feel like now I honestly don't think that Triple H knows what to do with African American talent. Period. I just don't think he do. What you mean exactly, Marcus? What you mean? Okay, Kadarius says I can't stand Mr. Beast. Every time I see him, he just makes me sick. How he always fake advertise and always smile. It's annoying. Yeah, I don't know nothing about Mr. Beast because I don't watch that type of stuff, bro. That stuff get boring to me. I watch hood YouTube, twerk videos, squirt videos, throwing money in the club videos. Marcus, that's what you watch?
No, I want. I do want. I do want Lola Banks to do her little booty thing and signature on me though.
Yeah, that would be nice to do on you if that was one of the people that was on your team,
Ass nigga, he a
but she's
69
not.
God. Freaky ass nigga, he a
Stay on your
69 God.
lane. Stay in your lane, player. Don't
I got
don't
the
don't
right. I got the right to compliment. I
don't
got the
play a
right to
hate.
compliment.
Don't play a hate. Congratulate, brother. Like the old folks say. Oh, dang. Hold on. Lola Vice do. Hey, listen. That's why she on my side, brother.
I'm fed,
You see what she
feeling
doing to them in the
X-rated.
corner?
It's Mr. Nasty kind.
Listen, y'all boys better cut it out. I'm telling you.
You can have Lola and Last Legend on your team.
I'm
And
telling
give
you.
me what give me what
I'm gonna have to go get my King Kong energy drink. Be beating on my chest. I'm gonna.
oh hey Max up, I thought you was about to say something else when you said I'm about to go get my King Kong pills and beat I thought you was gonna say I'm about to get my King Kong pills and beat them on me.
No puffy.
That's crazy, brother.
I'm fed,
That's
Freaky ass
crazy.
nigga, he a 69 God.
it's Mr.
Freaky ass
Nasty
nigga,
kind.
he a 69 God.
That's crazy. Asking your homeboy was he about to go beat it is crazy. That's cause it
That's
ain't
what
Z,
I
man.
thought that's what you was about to say. I thought you was about to
Oh my
say
god.
I'm about to go get the Rhino and beat
Can I
my
tell y'all
meat.
something? I like Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill as a tag team, but let me tell you something. Jade Cargill reminds me of when Lash Legend first came into the NXT portion of WWE. She was very green. She was very
Damn.
good, but not great. But I think Jakara and Lash Legend are honestly a better tag team than Roxanne. Or excuse me, than Jade Cargill and Bianca. I like Jade Cargill
Agreed.
and Bianca, but
Agreed.
the chemistry between Jakara and Lash Legend is 10 times different. Like there's some people are meant to tag and some people aren't. Bianca's not a person that's really meant to be a tag team wrestler. All of her offense is solo offense. Jade Cargill's offense is solo offense. So even though they would be good as a tag team, I don't think that they mesh the greatest. They look great. They look like money. They are money. And I appreciate them. But as far as like when it comes, hold on. Okay, Roxanne, that's what we're talking about.
I think both teams are lit. No, no cap. I think
And then
Jade and
also, I
Bianca.
want to say something. Lola did not sell that well. She did not sell that hit well. Hold on. Hold on. Rock, listen. If you want to send me up to the to High Chief Peter Maivia at this time, the way your daughter looking, brother,
Hey,
send me up to him.
we both go be up there,
We
master.
go
We
both
both
be
go
up
be
there.
up there.
You want to come? Listen, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You got Ava Rain on my TV with a pink skirt on. Oh yeah. It's happening. Good
Mm-mm.
lord. You might as well go ahead and send me up there
Damn.
to Peter Maivia.
She, yeah, you
Marcus,
think
I
Yeah,
hear you
Trav.
now.
Say, keep your eyes off my title. That's exactly what you just did. Keep your eyes off my title.
that, oh, you talking about that's what Roxanne
Roxanne
told
Perez. Yeah, the little, yeah, with that little chop to the chest. Yeah, keep your eyes off
Yeah,
my
I
title.
seen that, but look what I'm watching now. Oh my god. Good
oh, I
lord.
just seen Jada Pinkett just now. Oh my God, it is she got some of the most sexiest chicks outside.
hey,
Like,
hey,
yeah,
hey, won't the Lord do right by us, Marcus? Want Who is that? Oh, that's Mia
we'll be
Yim.
we'll be dead like it's some flies, bro.
Listen,
And
Rock,
then
if
you
you
would
want to go ahead and send me up to Peter Maivia, go ahead. Oh my god. Good Lord, have mercy. Have mercy.
Kadarius, you tweaking, bro. You tweaking.
Yes, yes, Lash. He said a female version of Brock Lesnar. Hey,
You
Kadarius, I
tweaking.
ain't gonna lie to you,
Yeah.
bro.
Ava
That's
Rain don't
No
crazy.
know nothing.
puffy.
That's crazy.
Back up. Back up. What did he say?
He said.
He
He
said
said.
he said nobody wants to mess with the female Brock Lesnar. He basically saying Ava Rain looks like a female. With no, she do not look. No,
That's
I can't
crazy.
agree with him.
That's
Who are
crazy.
we talking about?
The female Brock Lesnar is Brock Lesnar's daughter. That's who looked like the female Brock
That's
Lesnar.
that's
Brock's
his
daughter.
daughter.
She looked like the female Brock Lesnar. Hold on, y'all.
You tweaking, kid.
Kadarius, you wildin', brother. That's crazy. Yeah, it is a really good assessment because like I've watched Jade and Bianca wrestle as a tag team. And when you see them do like tag team esque things, it just doesn't look clean. Versus when you watch a team like uh Jakara and Lash Legend, it looks clean because they've been a functioning tag team for a good while. That's why I think they probably took the tag team titles off of Bianca and Jay because it might just be time. Even though Jay didn't get really too much from Bianca, Jay need to go to NXT. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We rock with Jade Cargill over here, but she's just not ready. She's not ready yet, brother. She not ready.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I mean, we all know why WWE ended her with Bianca Belair because they felt like it was cosmetically a good fit for her. But the reality was, this woman was a champion at a major company. She was. But they felt that in their mind, the competition she was facing was way too green, and that she herself was more. So they were like, let's put you together with one of our most dominant champions. Make you guys attack and see how well you do with that. And then if you are successful, which she was, then I guess we can go ahead and make you a singles competitor. But
Mhm.
I have to be honest, though. I mean, I think that's shoddy booking. To be honest with you, at least, because that title reign didn't really last that long. Really didn't.
Yeah, they wasn't paying for those titles too, so they was protected.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. I think they'll probably challenge for him again on SmackDown this week, and then they'll probably get him back.
I have a premature belief that they're going to go ahead and pull the trigger and wind up giving us that match between Bianca Belair and Jay Cargill way sooner than we'll want to get it at WrestleMania.
We won't get it yet.
Nah,
Nah, we
happen at
not.
WrestleMania.
It's too early. It's just way too early. I think what's gonna happen is they gave the tag teams to the girls that was from Scotland, but I think what's gonna happen is Jade. I would honestly like to see Jade and Bianca play heels and win the tag team championships dirty. I would like to see them
Nice.
get a little. I'd like to see them get a little dirty, a little down and dirty, like Christina Aguilera used to. Oh my God, Christina Aguilera was. She used to look dirty, like she didn't wash her hair, but we still were getting Christina Aguilera back in the day. I want to see them get down and dirty, and I want to see them be heels. So this other tag team, they're a babyface tag team. Have Jade and Bianca win the tag team titles back dirty. They keep the titles for a little bit. At least, at least give it time until Bianca gets that world heavyweight championship. Cause
Yeah, because
I,
I miss Hill Bianca. I miss Hill
Hill
Bianca.
Bianca's
Hill
fire.
Bianca was fire in NXT. God damn. I tell you the stuff she used to do in NXT, she ain't doing none of that on the main roster. She used to chew on this bubble gum
Oh
and
my God,
say,
that bubble gum, smack her booty. Oh
oh,
my,
you
oh my
be
God. Who that?
she had
Michin?
this rude attitude that was
Michin got an
hard to
NXT championship match.
no, it's the
but
Women's North
Yeah,
American Championship. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
North America.
yeah, yeah, because you remember she pinned she didn't pin Jada Parker. She did a roll up. She won by roll up. Remember that
but
you was heated last week because Jada lost.
but okay, here's the thing
And
right here. Once again, like I said, I hear what you guys are saying, but when you say that, and then I look at what I'm watching here, I'm seeing a guy who's been in NXT for 9 months getting a world title shot. I'm seeing a young lady who's only been there less than 2 years, who is now holding a new championship that's about to defend it after she just won it a week or so ago.
Oh my
It
God, hold
just
on.
makes me wonder. This is all shoddy booking,
I hear that, but good lord.
even if it is a developmental league. Oh,
I
shoddy booking.
I feel like they have to. That's the only way that they're gonna create new stars if they start letting new stars do something in NXT. Because if they
yeah, we
depend on
can't
the
just
same people,
always
if they depend on the
yeah.
same people forever, because guess what, Lola Vice gonna go to the main roster soon. Jada Parker gonna go to the main roster soon. Some of those people just don't. They don't need to be in NXT. But then you got a girl like Kalani or a girl like or a guy like Javon. Those people are going to be in NXT for the next 3 years. Now, of course, they're for Kalani. She won the title, but it is a mid card title. So right now she is a mid card wrestler. She's not a main wrestler, like a top star. She's a mid card star. It's a new title. I get it, but she's still a mid card star. She's still very green. She's still
Here,
very young. I
here's the
respect
reason why I
them.
said, but
Go ahead, Ruben.
go ahead. Sorry about that.
No, you good,
Go ahead.
brother. Go ahead. It's your turn, man.
Here's the reason why I said what I say. Because say that I look at a Fallon Henley who's been with them for 4 years. You didn't want to put the belt on her. You're gonna put the belt on Lash Legend. You don't want to put the belt on her. And yeah, it's so easy to say that. Yeah, we want to go ahead and send up to the main roster, but one of the great things about wrestling that you'll know is that there's called this thing called transition. It happens in a ring where if you're a champion or if you're a non-champion, you go to the main roster. The older competitor that's been at that roster for the longest time gets can by the fresh new young talent. It's sort of like the changing of the guard. This was not really a changing of the guard, really, because all the women I just named are still in NXT on the roster and not been moved up to the main roster. Where this young lady has a championship that one of those two ladies could have been holding around their waist. Now, Mickie M, I know she's never going to win a belt in WWE. It's never going to. Period. She's just there for the money. That's all it is. She's there to elevate the
She might
stars.
get one.
She's
She
never going
might
to win
get
a
one.
championship. No, I don't think so. If you were going to
She
give
might
it to
get
her,
one.
this would have been the opportunity. Remember what I just said. If there was an opportunity to do it, was this. Why
I
couldn't
think
you give it to
Michin
her?
might get one. She might get one. I could see a guy. I could see girls like Zelina Vega and Michin getting one. They're not gonna get a lot, even though Michin is really good. So Zelina Vega is really good. They're not gonna get a lot. They might get one or two or three, even maybe. But I just don't think it's gonna be right now.
Oh, I mean, that's just a perfect opportunity to give that girl the
See,
title, meet them. They're like, okay, I could carry this belt for these young talents until I can go to Vince, not Vince McMahon, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels and say, you know this Kay Jordan lady? I like her. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you. 3 months down the road, when me and her wrestle, I'll take the dive and give her the title. I feel that she is that good and she is ready.
all right. So let me
But
check out some.
they just
Let me
said, you
look
know
at
what?
some
Let's just go
comments
ahead
because
and
the
pull the
comments
trigger and
starting
give
to
it to
fit.
that young lady.
I hear what you're saying, Ruben. I do hear you. Let me go ahead and check the comments real quick, just briefly, and see what we got going on there. So Southeast Guy 21 says Triple H needs to leave WWE. He says he hates Triple H. People are overrating college football. That's cap. College football is gonna be fire, and you know it's gonna be fire. Southeast Guy 21 because you said it was gonna be fire. Um, I would rather be on the main roster. Okay, WWE main roster is like the NFL and NXT is like college football. Um, I don't know about that because NXT is interesting. The NFL is interesting. The main roster isn't that interesting, and I don't have a lot of interest in college football, the actual sport, but I do like the game. So I don't. I wouldn't say that WWE, the main roster for WWE is like the NFL because it's we just this week have gotten interesting wrestling. We haven't had interesting wrestling in quite some time. Does it make sense for Wire
Rachel
6 to
Nash.
attack Strowman? That pissed me off a year. A prep to debut them and they attack a Wyatt OG. What? Maybe. I mean, I get it. I get it. Attacking a Wyatt OG doesn't make sense necessarily. But then again, you start to look at it where it's like he had an opportunity to join them and he decided to go against it because he didn't like what they stood for. Maybe he felt like they didn't really stand for Bray like he wanted them to, and that's why he didn't join back. But I mean, it gives a storyline, you know.
Bro,
Braun
what is he
Strowman.
talking about, bro? What are you talking? They talking about? They
I,
let a TNA talent last in that match. WWE ain't trying to screw over TNA. I don't get this. I don't get this. They everybody
well,
trying to.
they're not
Everybody,
meant to just come there and win. They're showing up to get more exposure. These are giving people that have exposure through TNA more exposure. Right. Get down or lay down. Either you get with the program or you become a part of the program and you got to learn it. That's kind of how the situation is with Strowman. But I don't think that they necessarily did him dirty. I feel like what happens is these people aren't main NXT
no, it's
people.
not, bro.
Hold
Come
on,
on,
hold on.
bro.
Marcus, you got to let me finish what I'm saying. Give me 1 second, brother. I understand you want to answer the comment section, but I got to answer too at the same time. So just give me 1 second, brother. All right? Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Marcus. Thank you. So like the TNA talent coming over to NXT, that's just to get more eyes on TNA. That isn't meant for them to win things. Like bringing a person like Jordan Grace over to NXT and having a match, we kind of knew Jordan Grace wasn't going to win that, even though we may have cheered for Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace doesn't necessarily work for NXT yet. Now, if she lost the TNA title and then was still working for TNA and about to switch over to NXT and she won, okay, I understand that. But the main goal is for the TNA talent to get a feature on NXT that's a little bit higher than them right now. NXT's higher than TNA right now. So I don't consider it burying them, because if they wanted to bury them, they wouldn't even put them on the screen. Um, that's just what I think. If they wanted to bury them, they wouldn't put them on the screen. They wouldn't even give them no TV time. The objective of putting people from TNA on NXT is to get more eyes onto TNA at the end of the day, because they have their own stories in TNA. Just like Tatum Paxley went over to TNA and she lost. That was Tatum Paxley, right? Or who was that? Marcus, wasn't that Tatum Paxley?
Yeah, that was Tatum Paxley.
Yeah.
I just don't agree. I just don't agree with the
And we'll get to that part.
guy.
We'll get to that part. Tatum Paxley went over. She went over to TNA, and she went against Jordan Grace in an open challenge, and she lost. So then we could say, if we're going to say that WWE is burying TNA, then we have to say that TNA is burying WWE NXT too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not meant for that. It's meant to, okay, we have a partnership. This person come over here, do a little bit over here. This person come over here and do a little bit over here. But they're not taking the main focus of the people who are on that roster. Though Tatum Paxley challenged Jordan Grace for the title, the true person that's the challenger towards that title is Ash by Elegance. She was featured. Tatum Paxley went to TNA. She was on the last TNA pay-per-view. She went against Jordan Grace. Was it Tatum Paxley? It was Tatum Paxley, wasn't it, Marcus? That's the goth looking chick, right? Yeah. No one knows who that girl is. Okay.
Do you even watch the
A person who watches NXT knows who that girl is. That's the thing. Just like a person who watches TNA knows who people are on TNA. Now, if when Joe Henry was first doing Joe Henry, right? People knew him from TNA. Now he's bigger than that because of Apple Music and all of these things. It's still a TNA. It's still an NXT person going over to TNA and losing. That's what that is. When you have an NXT person who people know on TNA, they know of her, people know of her on NXT, go over to TNA and lose. It's still the same thing, bro. Let's see what else. I don't know if do you think AJ Styles takes an L against the Noah guy? Obviously not. TNA doesn't have a single win over in WWE. But I mean, it's not a TNA invasion. That's the thing. We're not trying to see who's going to get the most wins between TNA and NXT. It's just shining more light on each of the brands. NXT doesn't really need it. TNA needs it more. So that's why they're bringing people like Kazarian, Joe Henry, Jordan Grace, people who are featured faces over to NXT. So now the main people who watch NXT or who watch the WWE product, they'll have an idea. I think Drew. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, I just don't think that's right, because if you want to talk about a brand that buried TNA, just look at what AEW did.
Yeah, AEW is the reason why TNA is in the predicament it's in right now, because they made an AEW guy the world heavyweight champion for TNA. He had 1,000 belts on him and it didn't matter. See, they tried to pull a Kurt Angle, and Kenny Omega just ain't Kurt Angle. I ain't gonna lie to you. He Kenny Omega, but he just not Kurt Angle.
Yeah, because Jada that's why Kalani won.
You know what? You know what out there, ladies and gentlemen? Allow me to explain to you what buried truly.
Yeah.
Buried means it's a situation where a competitor is just not cutting out to what they need to be for the company's standard and for what they're looking for in a performance. That's what being buried is. When
Hold
you
on,
see
hold on.
someone
Stop,
lose
Ruben.
multiple
Stop for
matches,
a
right?
second. I'll
Okay.
let you go on, but Excuse me? You said don't trash talk
What?
Omega. First of all, let me tell you
What?
something. I have the ability to say whatever I like to say. I'm not trash talking anybody. I'm just saying that Kenny Omega is not on the level of Kurt Angle, an Olympic gold medalist. That's just the facts. When we look at
You
history, the history of wrestling, and we go look at 30 years from now, do you think more people gonna know who Kenny Omega is, or you think more people gonna know who Kurt Angle is? Let's
hey,
be
mask
let's
up.
be
I
honest.
already knew with the first comment that this was an AEW fan.
No, no,
That's
I don't care about that. But what I'm saying is, I have the ability to speak on people, however and whomever, however I choose to.
that's a right to.
Kurt Angle
You got
is better than Kenny Omega. I'm not trashing anybody. I'm just speaking factual facts. That's just the truth, brother.
what? Come on now. I already knew after the first comment he made about WWE, this is one of these AEW fans who thinks
Well, I
AEW is
think he
this.
likes both, so we won't just classify the person as an AEW fan. I've never seen this individual in the comment section. So first, I'll tell you, welcome over here. This is the land of the AEW pack smokers. If you're just now running into us, or if you haven't watched the channel, but Kenny Omega, like, okay, I get it. People like Kenny Omega, but Kurt Angle will always be a bigger name than Kenny Omega. I'm sorry, brother. I have to let you know. I just have to keep it real with you. When we think about it, hold on, who is it? All right, this whoever this volleyball chick is, Marcus, that's mine.
I didn't claim. That's the same shit that you claimed a few weeks ago.
It
What?
is. It is. No, I didn't.
It's not.
I didn't necessarily say you were. See, Marcus can when certain things are brought up in the chat, certain things look like, yeah, we don't have no hateration over here or anything like that. But when Marcus sees certain things brought in the chat, it makes him kind of sense that you might be a TNA person when we talk about Kenny Omega. When you say stuff like, don't trash talk
Yeah.
Kenny Omega. The thing about it is, on this channel, we're going to keep it real with you. We're going to keep it trill with you. We're going to keep it 1,000 with you. I don't give a damn about Kenny Omega versus giving a damn about Kurt Angle. That's just 100 for you. That's just how we rock over here. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can like Kenny Omega, you can like WWE, you can like whatever you choose to. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
like whatever you choose to like. I was talking about TNA all of a sudden. Well, the reason why you come off like an AEW fan is because you start saying, "Oh, well, don't trash talk Kenny Omega." Usually, people who make statements like "Don't trash talk Kenny Omega" usually are AEW fans, brother. That's a
Or
very
or
AEW esque way.
or what he was saying WWE is gonna bury TNA, but sitting there, getting on us when we say something about Kenny Omega. Uh, my my sorry if I came off like like I was aggressive, but I catch on
Yeah,
to this. I
I
catch
I'm
on to
sorry. We not gonna say that NXT did Joe Henry dirty, because Joe Henry don't work on NXT. He work on TNA. Joe Henry don't work for NXT. So why did, even if he get eliminated, he's still going, even, yeah, shout out to my dog King Mike in the chat. Shout out to King Mike in the chat. Shout out to the dog in the chat. Shout out to the dogs of devastation in the chat. Anyways, Joe Henry is still gonna be able to go to TNA and still be Joe Henry. If he worked in NXT and he got eliminated and he had that much hype around him, then maybe we could say he was getting buried, but I still wouldn't even say that he's getting buried. And we're gonna let Ruben go detailed into the burying process. What is buried and what is not buried? What's done dirty and what's not done dirty?
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Well, let's talk about this for a second here. What
Let's go
needs to
ahead.
be buried? What needs to
Appreciate you.
be buried is if you are a competitor, male or female, that the company feels is not evolving or elevating themselves to excuse me to newer heights to understanding how the product works. Sort of like the same thing you would do at an everyday job. If they feel like you're not comprehending or catching up on the speed of what we're doing as a company, then you get buried, or in other words, you get fired to the side. Some wrestlers who come into the company have that it factor that where it can sell popcorn, it can sell tickets, it can sell merch. Those are the people that are going to get elevated. And some of those who are not processing it, well, guess what? You're going to be considered what we call jobber or enhancement talent. You, which will lead you to be on the level of getting buried. Now, with me saying that, these two gentlemen are very passionate about the work that they do, and they are very even though they joke around, they love the ladies, they still love the action of the wrestling business, but they are very passionate about the comments that are being made here. And everybody, and that means anyone, is open minded to speak their mind or whatever they want to say. This is
Appreciate
a
you.
free format to do that.
Thank you,
But
brother.
to compare Kenny Omega, who is a fantastic wrestler, no doubt about it, we're talking about a guy who is a legitimate Olympic gold medalist that supersedes anything Kenny Omega has
Everything.
done. He's won world championships all over the world. So has Kurt Angle. But if you compare the two, everyone's going to point out Kurt Angle to be that dude,
Of course.
legitimately. And it has nothing to do with him wrestling in WWE. It has nothing to do with being the leader of the main event mafia at TNA. It has to do with the fact that that fool got an Olympic gold medalist
Yeah.
sitting on his damn coffee table. That makes him legitimate over Kenny Omega, who is good, but he ain't Kurt Angle good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ruben, I agree
Kurt
with
Angle good is a different type. It's a different type of ball game. And also, Marcus, please fix your phone because that echo is back, brother. We gonna have to get you some AirPods, Marcus. I'm gonna look into getting you some AirPods, brother, so you can tap in on that because that
No, I got it.
echo.
I got it on. I had it on speaker because I was watching NXT in the background. But
Uh huh.
yeah, yeah. To piggyback off what Ruben said, Kurt Angle. Reason why Kurt Angle is a bigger star than Kenny Omega is what he said. Plus, Kurt Angle had rivalries that you will remember for 20 some years. Do
Yeah.
you remember any? Would you remember any Kenny Omega rivalries 20 years from now?
The most you're gonna get
Any?
is Okada versus Omega. That's about it. That's one of
And
the. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't I don't want to interrupt you guys here, but as you right now are watching NXT right now,
Mm-hmm.
everything that we just explained to you is an example of what you're seeing with the highlights here. You're
Yeah.
seeing Jordan Grace in an NXT woman in the middle of
Yeah.
her ring of her company. So with all that being said, y'all, you're free to speak your mind. You know what you're talking about.
Shout out to the dogs in the
Yeah.
chat. My dog Obafemi is coming out to the ring.
Yeah.
Shout out to the big dog
Ruben.
Obafemi. Listen,
Ruben,
listen,
I agree with you, bro.
listen. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Obafemi is money, 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 money.
Like
You
I said,
can't
next
teach
heavyweight
that.
champion of the world in 3 years.
You can't
Yeah.
teach that. Size.
Just have him. Just
Listen,
have him be true. Uh,
let
my
me
bad,
explain.
Master.
No, let me speak real quick.
Uh,
Size, charisma, character, arrogance, strength, presentation, every single thing you want in a heavyweight champion of the future, you looking at him. Obafemi. It don't get no much better than that. If now I ain't gonna lie to you, if I was him, I would stay in NXT for a little bit to maybe Triple H wake up and smell the coffee beans and understand that black talent is important talent. And then he can pick up the microphone. See, this is what we talking about. Remember when y'all remember when I had a conversation with somebody in the chat about big
Mm-hmm.
guys? He can pick up the stick, right? Pause, no puffy.
yeah.
He can pick up the
Right.
microphone stick, cut a promo. He can talk, walk, look good. Like what? The guy has it all. Obafemi is the future. He's the future, just like Trick
Hey,
And
Williams.
hey, that's why I said. That's why I said on the NXT, the last NXT of the year, you just have Obafemi come out and say, "I'm relinquishing this North American Championship for an opportunity against you, Trick Williams, tonight for the NXT Championship. You have Oba wins the title, and you just bring Trick Williams up to the main roster. Have Oba hold the title for a few months. Have him relinquish that title. Go up to the main roster, still undefeated, and retire Bobby Lashley. Then we can get Oba Femi in the World Heavyweight Championship, World Heavyweight Champion division, or
Listen,
he could be the WWE champion.
if
That's
y'all
how
want to
you do it.
if y'all want to see the next dominant heel besides Braun Breaker, you looking at him because the aggressiveness, just like he looks like a monster. He looks scary. Not like a monster like Braun Strowman, like a little goofy running around like a choo choo train. Choo choo train. I'm gonna run around the ring. Not like a big slow dude running around the ring looking goofy like Braun Strowman. This man over Femi is a monster. A man. A man.
I,
You know what I'm saying?
hey,
This
you
is
see
what
what?
little kids gonna see Obafemi and they gonna say, "Man, I want to be like that dude. That dude is
Hey,
somebody."
Mascot, you see what I can't pronounce his name. You see what he said about the Rock and stuff.
What is
You
going
see
on?
what he's saying about the Rock. You
I
can't compare Kenny Omega with the Rock, man.
hold on, I
You
didn't see
can't
that.
do it.
Hold on, let me see. Wait, give me 1 second. We do got an ad coming up.
Wait, gentlemen, hold up. There's an incident that is occurring right now in NXT at the top of the ramp where
Yeah,
the fans are sitting at. There's something going on there. I don't think that's I think somebody is trying to get in there and they
that's
got
the
security grabbing that.
that's the you know
They
that's Bull. What's his name? Bull, whatever his name is. The guy who Bull Buchanan. That's his son in it, because
that's him.
that's his son. Yeah, Bull Buchanan's son. I can't think of his name. Jensen, Jensen, something like that, or something like that. They have a
Hey,
storyline going where he's fired and he just keeps showing up because he feels like he deserves something. That's who that is.
hey,
That's what
but
that is.
See,
Yeah, Briggs
here's a
Jensen.
hold on one
but
second, y'all. Hold on one number here. Here's another guy right here where I think he needs to come up to the main roster. Wesley, you've been there far too long. You need to come up to the main roster. So you winning this title does nothing. So you need to leave, bro. I'm sorry. He's got to go out.
hey,
Right. All
he
right.
would
Let me
go
check
up
the
to.
comments.
Hey, this Mascot. He trying to compare. It's not always about the ring work. Can Kenny Omega sell out arenas? Can Kenny Omega cut a promo? Do he got charisma? Do he got a character? It's not about how many flips and dips and stuff you could get. I'm just tired of this narrative. I'm just really tired of this narrative. You want to see fight? You go watch a real boxing match or a real wrestling match in the middle of a ring, middle of a gymnasium. Because
Yeah,
this
Mark.
this
I would. Yeah.
What are we talking about? This in ring work? Because let me tell you something. The in ring work, you can hop, skip, and jump all you want to, but that ain't gonna make no money. Hopping,
is
skipping, and
not.
jumping. Hopping,
It,
skipping, and jumping is not going to make you no money. Yes, Kenny Omega can do athletic things in the ring. I'm never discrediting that he's athletic. I know that. But when we talking about selling a wrestling match, them little 5'10" wrestling moves that The Rock be doing got him a legacy in the business. Do you think those 160,000 moves that Kenny Omega is doing is going to get him the same legacy as The Rock? I don't think so.
it's
All those
losing
people who
weight.
buried
Wait. It
all those
don't have
people.
nothing to do. Listen, the thing about it is, at the end of the day, it's a business. The business of wrestling. We can enjoy wrestling, but I'm not just watching wrestling to see two dudes bump elbows together in the wrestling ring. I need the promos. I need the charisma. I need the talk. Hopping, skipping, and jumping in the wrestling ring, yeah, that's cool and all, but what else? What else you got for me? Seeing somebody flip off the top of the ropes, jump and land on their neck, yeah, sure, great, that's great, but where's the story at? Like you said, Ruben, what Dusty Rhodes say, Ruben? Let him know.
I like the look, kid, but where's the money?
Where's the money? So at the end of the day, it's not. We're not saying that we're money hungry in regards to it, but isn't that what they're there for? These people who wrestle, they're there for that. They're there to make. They're there to make money. So if they can do 10 successful wrestling moves in the ring, shout out to Fallon Henley. Oh my god. Oh no, Fallon Henley, don't come out like that. Don't come out like that. Hold on. Marcus,
Fallon.
Marcus, where the music at? Where? Hold on, let me turn the music on. We'll talk about this on there. Hold on, girl, you gonna come out in a cowgirl outfit? In a cowgirl outfit? NXT. Good lord. Listen, Fallon Henley.
James, man, is
Oh.
That's what I just told. That's what I've been to. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all since the day I got on the show. Mickey James 2.0 all damn day
Mickey
long.
I
James needs
believe
to
that.
manage her. Mickey James needs to manage her. Like Mickey could talk on a mic. Just have Fallon just go out there and just kick ass and just have Mickey sell her matches and stuff.
But I'll bring it back to over here what you was talking about. You got distracted by that Midnight Cowgirl. The whole thing is this: King Omega. I mean, he's wrestled all over the world. He's had great big matches and championship matches all over the globe. We can talk about promo skills, wrestling skills, top notch. Have he sold out any audience? I don't know anything about that though, because that whole thing with AEW, that was all because of the matches that they had booked though. That's what sold that arena. But at the end of the day, when you look at a guy like Femi, there's money behind that kid. Lots
Yeah.
of it. When you got
Yeah.
power, strength, speed, and you got charisma, and you can talk to the mic, and you don't need a mouthpiece, you can sell yourself to any company and deliver on tremendous money coming your way, though. Now,
100%.
would I like to see him be attached to an MVP? That'd be great. Or Mark Henry? Heck, you don't even know how to use Apollo. Have him link with him so he can do that Nigerian thing, and they can have a union right there. They can
Oh, that's
trade as a
fit.
tag team or individual belt.
Listen,
That's
Ruben.
fit.
This
Fit.
the reason why Ruben he a top booker and a co-owner of the Unknown Wrestling Alliance. Shout out to the dogs at Devastation and your world heavyweight champion in the chat.
I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that. You could just put Apollo with with Oba because Oba got
Mhm.
the Nigeria. That's perfect.
Listen,
Or you
could
could
you
do,
imagine
or you
Apollo
could,
with the IC title, Oba with the heavyweight title, and they have a whole Nigerian
hey, what
collective?
about this? What
Whoo!
about this?
Don't forget General Hassan.
What
Don't forget to bring
Yeah.
in
what about
General
this?
Hassan. Bring him back.
What about this? What about this? If if Amos was getting booked right, could you imagine Amos, um, Apollo, and Oba as a trio with
Hmm.
MVP over Mark Henry
Yeah,
as
you
the
can. That's what you got
mouthpiece?
to do. You can have Omos, Apollo Cruz, Oba Femi, Commander Aziz,
Mm.
Oh, he was killing it, bro.
and they could start
He
a
was
whole. They have a whole. They would have a whole Nigerian collective. It could be almost the strongest nation of domination. Ruben, you onto something, brother.
Or yeah, I'm trying to tell you that right there is for the money. You can have your own West African version of the Hurt Business from the motherland. You can have that set up like that with EVP manager. Because EVP ain't wrestling, but he can carry them and say, "Look, I speak on behalf of these brothers. One from Nigeria, the other one from Wakanda. You can deliver this thing like you would not believe, and there's money behind all of them,
Oh, that's big
big time
money.
money."
That's big
but
money.
they would have to rebuild Amos though, because he's so damaged that it's not even funny.
Yeah, but think of it. He could be easily built back up as muscle, as what he is. He's muscle as a featured star, as somebody that you put on TV for people to take a look at. I, if I'm being honest with you, man, the whole comments about us being money fans and not wrestling fans, money and wrestling go
Uh,
hand in hand. Wrestling and
Thank
money
you.
go hand in hand. If you not money in the ring and you can't go to Hollywood,
Uh-huh.
you can wrestle all you want to. Listen, um, Johnny Gargano been wrestling for damn near shit. It's been Johnny Gargano been wrestling for fucking 15, 16 years. You think Johnny Gargano
Uh-huh.
gonna ever be in it be on the level of The Rock? And he can do a lot of wrestling moves. But if you
Bro,
ain't got the money, you not getting nowhere in wrestling. See, this whole narrative about Kenny Omega and all of these things, and like, yeah, he might be a better gymnast or do better moves and jumps and skips and hops and flips and can do acrobatics in the ring and gymnastics in the ring. But The Rock can hit you one time with a move and the crowd go crazy. It take it take The Rock 5 moves to get what Kenny Omega got to use 50 moves to get. 5 moves. The Rock can do 5 moves in the ring, and the crowd will pop for those 5 moves, versus Kenny Omega doing 60 to seven different moves, 60 to 70 different moves just to get that pop. So we
Cena
can't
could do
even.
his Cena could do his AA or his five knuckle shuffle and get more views than whatever Kenny Omega does. And he been
The
doing the
five
same shit
moves
for
of doom.
over two
Yeah.
decades.
Somebody could hit you with 5 moves. If they a star, they could hit you with 5 moves and the crowd will go crazy. That's still wrestling. Just because you're not putting somebody in a hammerlock for 65 minutes straight, or you doing a Carabua clutch, shout out to Marcus Monet, or, hold on, Carly Bright. Hold on, who is that? Hold on.
Hey, that's your girl, mask up. You remember you already
Is that the
claimed her.
volleyball girl? That's not the volleyball
No,
girl. Carly Bright is a different
no.
one. Nah, the volleyball girl is somebody else. Shout out to Fallon Henley though. Good lord, coming out with a cowgirl outfit on, cowgirl skin,
no.
lathered up, butter biscuit body,
Yeah.
just milking,
Young
milking.
young fans out there, let the OG give you a little bit of knowledge here. When I say the phrase that Dustin Rhodes would say, I like to look kid, but where's some money? What he's
Mm,
saying is this. You can be 6'1", 230 pounds. You
mm,
chisel out of stone, look like a stud. But
uh-huh.
if I put you out there in that ring and the fans are not vibing to you, if the fans don't, the women gotta love you because they want to have your baby. The fellas gotta love you because they think you're a badass. The kids gotta look at you and think you're a superhero. So much in fact that them kids will grab their parents, go up to the fucking merch stand and buy all your products. And then they'll keep coming back week after week after week to see who you are. That is bringing in money.
Hey, that's what
That's
Rome.
what brings money.
That's what Roman
And
Reigns is. Though. That's exactly what Roman Reigns is. He
here is another thing you want to know also. If I
hey,
could take you, a wrestler, and if I could walk you into a Hollywood studio, they look at you and say, you know what? I was going to hire this guy to be the next action star, but I can put you into a $30 million or $50 million or $100 million movie and make some money off of you. Then I have done something good because you are a star, not only in the wrestling ring, but outside the ring. And that's where the money comes in. Because if you're making money in Hollywood, you're making money in the wrestling ring for us. A la Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
hey, that's what I said. That's what Roman Reigns is. So he got kids. He he got the kids being his fans because they look up to him. You got the women that won't because he, he's a 6'3", 260 pound, 65 pound Samoan,
A
and you
six
got the
foot three,
guys
two
who
hundred
look
sixty
like,
five pound bag of money. That's
and
what he
you got
is.
the guys And you got the guys who like him because it's what Ruben said. He's a badass.
Yeah.
That's what
I
said.
don't think guys look up to Kenny Omega. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. No diss to
And
Kenny
just like
Omega
me,
or trash talk, because you know what I'm saying? Like, we still smoke AEW pack, Omega pack, TK pack. We smoke all them packs, just to let y'all know. But I do know when people have athleticism and they are athletic in the ring. I've never said that guys aren't athletic in the ring or they can't do gymnastics in the ring. But Roman Reigns' 5 moves of doom is going to create a better match than Kenny Omega doing 17 to 18 different moves. I hate to say it.
I hate to
Listen,
stop
and
you talking
Kadarius,
right now.
go
I
ahead.
hate to stop talking. You guys talk right now. There's some horrible news that just came in the world of sports. The great Willie Mae Hayes has just passed away today.
Say that again.
Who?
Who did?
Willie Willie Mays Hayes. Willie Mays, the legendary baseball player, has just died today.
Dang. Rest in peace, Willie Mays.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to the man.
Rest in peace, Willie Mays. 93 years old.
Un-
What a legend. What a legend. And those folks out there who got them Willie
Unbelievable.
Mays cards, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. Them folks out there with them Willie Mays cards, y'all gonna be up. Guess guess who might have a little Willie Mays card somewhere hidden around because y'all know I do collect sports cards as well. That is my one of my biggest hobbies. That alongside of playing pool also. I am a sports card collector, football, basketball, baseball, tennis, golf. Even if y'all want to make some trades, I will not give you my legal address. You can send some to a P.O. box. But if you want to make some trades, hit me up. We can do that. But rest in peace, Willie Mays. What a legend. What a legend. What a legend.
Right. And just like he said, the way the money operates in wrestling is just like any other business in the world. You don't go to Burger King just to look at the burger. You go there because you want to make money. You want to buy a burger, and
Mm-hmm.
they want to make a profit off of you to sell their products to you. The same thing with Budweiser. They provide cold beer. They want to make a profit off it by selling your product. The same thing with professional wrestling. They're
Yes.
all about making that money as much as they
Yes.
can. And now, the way things are operating now, the way in wrestling, they're making millions and billions of dollars. Big contracts, fat
Yes.
ass contracts.
Yes.
And they're going to keep on making it because the money going to keep growing and growing. That's why Vince McMahon's children, grandchildren, unborn grandchildren, unborn grandchildren are set for motherfucking life.
For life.
Believe that.
For life. For life. Um.
And Kyle Henley, baby, keep doing your thing, cowgirl. My God.
Oh my God. Good Lord. Good
Hey,
Godspeed. Godspeed.
I think Ruben have a crush on Fallon.
Uh
I think Ruben
oh.
have a crush.
Kadarius says wrestling is an entertainment modeling violent sport. It never was about wrestling. It's about who can draw the most money. Money. Listen, you ain't got to put money in your name to draw money because usually if you doing that, you ain't really drawing no money because you ain't Ted DiBiase. You the twerking Ted DiBiase, Mercedes Monet, just to let you know. But you are right about that, Kadarius. That is very true. Now that is very, very true. It isn't just about the wrestling, it's about the entertainment. Like, I think a lot of people got so deep into not understanding the difference between these luchadors and people who do a lot of luchador-esque things in the wrestling ring. And they started, because that's really what it is. A lot of it really is like luchadors. If you think about it, when we talk about, shout out to RVD, it looked like he got a special coming to WWE. When we talk about wrestling and you look at a person like Ric Flair, he wasn't doing all that extra stuff. That was more so on the Puerto Rico side, the luchador side, the Mexico side. Shout out to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Shout out to the Boricuas in the chat. Shout out to my dogs in the chat. AEW Pack Smokers in the chat. So, like, when wrestling got to the point where it was more luchadors, people started experimenting with things. They started experimenting with flipping and hopping and rope stuff. And I know there are guys probably from the olden days who did some type of flipping, but usually back in the day, the only people that you did see do a lot of flipping like that were those mid-show talents like tag teams and luchadors, and they were meant to liven up the crowd a little bit, to hype them up again. Like you get a long match with two brutes fighting it out, you bring out some luchadors, they flip around, they do some spectacular circus-esque things. So it doesn't have to do with us just being obsessed with money. It's just the truth about the wrestling business. This is the reason why AEW is at the point that it's at right now. Yeah, you can jump in the ring and you can jump upside down and flip and do like Gervonta Davis did after he knocked the dude out, climb to the top ropes and flip, which means he's a luchador. And Gervonta Davis is a light heavyweight. That is a light heavyweight-esque thing to do, just to let y'all know. if y'all didn't pay attention to that, Gervonta Davis jumped on the top rope after a boxing match and did a backflip, did a 450 splash, and guess what he is? A light heavyweight. You ain't never seen Smoker Joe Frazier or George Foreman jump up to the top rope and do a backflip because they are heavyweights. Maybe you see Ali has some footwork and stuff like that, but we're getting a little too deep into the boxing portion of it. What I'm saying is the luchador stuff was brought in and guys seen that and they liked it and they made that a part of the main portion of things. It doesn't say that it's garbage, but it also is not going to outsell a match like The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Kenny Omega.
And you eventually get tired of seeing it. You eventually get tired.
There's only so many times you could do a 450 splash. At some point, the 450 splash has been splashed out, if we're being honest. It's splashed out. Okay? So we get it. We love the pop. We love the hop and skip and jump and the flip and the karate, hi-ya, and all of those things. But when we talking about what's going to keep our eyes peeled, two larger than life stars, Kenny Omega is never going to have a match at the level of Roman Reigns versus The Rock or Kurt Angle versus anybody. I'm just being honest.
You said Steve Blackman, that's his name. You said Steve Blackman would actually sell more than
Steve Blackman had charisma. Steve Blackman was he was very charismatic and he was convincing that he could whoop your ass. Listen, when I was a kid, I'm like, that motherfucker gonna beat your ass. I wouldn't fight Steve Blackman to this day. Steve Blackman still could beat your ass. But that's the difference between a Kenny Omega and a Steve Blackman. That's the difference between most of the talent in AEW and a Steve Blackman. Let me go ahead and take a drink real quick.
The spear? You mean the spear humble?
Yeah, the spear move is. Yeah, go ahead.
Super kick.
Steve Blackman was considered to be what's known as a shoot fighter. A shoot fighter pretty much is a cross between a wrestler and a martial artist. That's really what he was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was at the time when UFC was starting to come out into the open to the mainstream audience.
And they had Dan Severn and stuff.
Dan Severn. Yes, exactly. Ken Shamrock. Yeah, all those guys in WWF at the time, and WCW when they had Pink Abbott also there. When Pink Abbott knocked the hell out of, I think, somebody in the ring, walked out. I mean, yeah. So that's what it was, having those kind of guys at those times right there.
Yeah.
You know, shoot fighters.
But you know what, though?
Can do martial arts, but also can wrestle.
But you know what, though, Ruben? What I'll say is those guys like Steve Blackman did a lot of walking. So a guy like Aleister Black, who's Karate Kid-esque, can run. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those guys who are Kyle O'Reilly. Yeah, a lot of those ninja fighter wrestlers who's seen a person like Steve Blackman took from that.
And also bring, when I say this person's name, Lola Vice, that list, and Shayna
Baszler, Zoe Starks.
Also Mrs. Ronda effing Rousey.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey.
Oh.
A lot of those talents, Steve Blackman walked so they could run. But also, I still say that a lot of those talents don't have the charisma of Steve Blackman. Because when Steve Blackman walked out there, he looked like he was straight up a dog. I ain't gonna like to. And then Ken Shamrock was very convincing as a psychopath. Like Ken Shamrock was another person when he was in. That's one guy that I feel like WWE could have put the belt on. He wasn't really missing a lot to me, Ken Shamrock, but also, you know, sometimes WWE they pick and choose some guys and some people. Shamrock's mic skills was decent, and he has a very good charisma coming out to the ring, and he was a little bit of money because he was money in UFC as well, and he was a legit fighter. Also, let's bring up too someone who doesn't do a lot of kicks, but does have that fighter mentality. Brock Lesnar. Guys like Steve Blackman walked for people like Brock Lesnar to run. or these prize fighters or these boxers or these fighters, like people who have that fight gimmick. Look at Steve Blackman. Look at Ken Shamrock. But I am going to read some of the comments because we have been talking and I don't want to neglect the comments. Let's see what we got going on in the comment section. Give me 1 second, Marcus. All right. And then you can go ahead and say your opinion. I do apologize. The problem with wrestling is that the person who drew had the most vital promo skills and put butts in seats. AEW and WWE has so many wrestlers, no one feels special. There are some people that feel special in WWE, but I do feel like AEW doesn't have a special talent there. They don't have anyone that's like, because I mean, we seen MJF was the world heavyweight champion in AEW, and once he won the world heavyweight championship, we was kind of like, okay, what else? What's next? What we got? What are we doing next? So I get what you're saying. The spear, yeah, and the super kick, yeah, they're both overrated. Welcome back, K Breezy. Yeah, Steve Blackman was a badass for sure. Also, AEW has nobody to carry the company for the future once they lose the Elite and MJF. Who do they have to put asses in seats? Well, they don't get asses in seats with MJF and the Elite. If we being honest, Micah, nobody goes. Nobody goes. If they gave me a free ticket, let me say something. If AEW gave me a free ticket, I would not go. There was other things that I could be doing on a Wednesday night, laid up and chilling in Pound Town.
Probably get some consistent cat and
trying to get some consistent cat. Right. Listen, shouts out to the AEW Pack Smokers, and also shouts out to the consistent cat and the dogs of Devastation. Shout out to my dogs. That's very true. I'm gonna choose laying up in the bed on some Mr. Nasty Time stuff over going right. Even with a pillow with a hole and some lotion in it. I'd rather lay up with a pillow with a hole and some lotion than to go to an AEW show. If I'm being honest with you. Like it's
them turning MJF into face was a terrible decision.
Right, because some people aren't meant to be a face. Some people aren't meant to be a face in wrestling. It's just the truth. Some people, it doesn't work out. And I'll be honest with you, I am very fearful of Roman Reigns as a babyface. Because Roman Reigns as a babyface didn't necessarily, like, I still respected Roman and I appreciate Roman for what he was. But Roman Reigns as a babyface is not going to give you the same feel as the tribal chief. It's going to be there, and he could do some of the stuff that he did later on down the line in the tribal chief character. But that like when he was walking to the ring, bro, you literally felt like you were watching God himself come down and walk to the ring. I don't know if he gets that as a babyface.
He won't be a pure babyface. He'll be like the Stone Cold, the guy who just kicked anybody ass.
I don't necessarily know if he can do that. I feel like the tribal chief character is such a thing for him that there is no reason for him to be a face. People can love him because us as fans love the bad guy wrestlers. We do. And we still pick them over the baby faces because, I mean, who wants to cheer for some dude from the middle of nowhere from Ohio? He's like, oh, I'm from Ohio. They have terrible food in Ohio, potholes, and I decided to become a wrestler because I got tired of having to go get my alignment done because of all of the potholes. Like, nobody cares about that. Those badass characters are what people care, because that's what men enjoy to watch, badass characters, because men be badasses in real life. That's what women are attracted to. Men who aren't afraid of the world and will speak up and speak their mind with respect, with honesty and integrity. And that's what little kids look up to. These larger than life characters that they can become when they get older.
Oh my God.
So that relax on Thea Hill. That's not your girl. That's K Breezy's. Um.
No, I'm talking about yeah, hell, I'm talking about Ava Rain, cause like, Ava
Oh
Rain
my God,
was
good
like,
Lord. Listen, Rocky Johnson, you ready to go send me up to Peter Maivia? Go ahead, do it, brother, because I'm here.
I'm
I'm
gonna
here for it.
I'm gonna be getting the frog splash from Eddie Guerrero.
Oh
I
yeah,
see that.
he will hit you with the three amigos. If you get caught messing around with Rock's daughter, he will definitely hit you with all three of the amigos. You will know every amigo's name by heart.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
taking Santino's daughter too. Santino's daughter is
and you know what, LTK, you right about that. That relatable story shit. Listen, I used to sleep in my car between shows. Like, listen, everybody used to. You think the Undertaker never slept in his car during shows when he was first coming up? You think Kurt Hennig didn't sleep in his car when he first came up? That wasn't their gimmick. The fact that a lot of these wrestlers, their gimmick is sympathy. That is the problem in wrestling. Triple H, this is your big problem too. The sympathy game is not enough. It don't hey listen. I remember being young, right? You know what I'm saying? I've been on my own since I was like 18, y'all, right? I was on my own and I might have been sleeping in the car at a point in time in my life, but is that the story of my life? No, it's about what I gained in the future. It isn't
hey,
about
you
what
know what I'm
what used
saying?
to happen. Like that's just to me it's childish booking. It's
You,
sympathy booking. That's what we're in. We're in the sympathy booking era. Go ahead, Marcus.
you know what I'm tired of with the simply stuff is when baby faces always say, "Oh, I was wrestling in front of 100 people, and
Yeah.
I worked my ass off to get this title. Uh, and I won this title for the fans and stuff. It's played out. It's played out. Stop kissing ass.
Right.
That's all.
That's what we talk about when I talk about pandering to the crowd. When you pander to the crowd, oh, give me some sympathy cuz I used to wrestle in front of 25 people and I didn't get paid to do it. They just paid me in pieces of salmon and hot dogs and I used to have some macaroni and cheese that's craft that I couldn't even cook because I ain't have a place to cook it in. I used to cook it on one of them hot cookers that you put in your car that runs on batteries. I deserve to be the world heavyweight champion. Oh, my daddy never was the champion, so I deserve to be the champion. No, you
That's a
don't.
shot at hope. That's a
You
shot at
don't. Cody Rhodes, because your daddy was the never got to be the champion, don't mean you deserve to be the champion. Your daddy was Dusty Rhodes. Do you think you will ever amount to Dusty Rhodes level? Let's be honest.
Hey, now I ain't gonna say he didn't deserve that title. He just didn't need to beat Roman for the title. He didn't need to beat Roman for the title.
Dusty
He could have.
Rhodes. You think Cody Rhodes will ever be able to sit on the same toilet as Dusty Rhodes? A man who used to battle Ric Flair, NWA. Ruben know all the history of old wrestling. Cody is, first of all, Cody don't even have the charisma of Dusty Rhodes. Y'all remember when Dusty Rhodes came out with a fur coat on? Huh? Come on now. Let's be honest. Dusty Rhodes walked out with a fur coat on. Cody Rhodes just walked out with them suits on. Let's be honest, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I didn't witness that. Honestly, I didn't witness that, but I did watch clips on that. Dustin coming out with those fur coats.
telling you right now. You know, here's the telling thing about it is, ladies and gentlemen, is that I've always said this, and this is actually more true than it's ever been before. Wrestling, as I've always said, is a cosmetic business. What you're seeing, there's a reason behind what you're seeing. It is telling a story that is trying to manifest and get to a point to where you can be like, okay, that makes sense. It is always the answer is always be right there in front of you. It always has been, and it always will be. Now the question is, as you as a wrestling fan, granted, you may be like, "Well, God, I don't want to lose the title." Now, now, they lose the title doesn't mean that they were good enough to carry the belt. Sometimes it does, or it could
Mhm.
be that they're saying, you know, I want to get you over to the next level. An example: back in 1996, during the Attitude Era, Vince McMahon went up to Stone Cold and The Rock when Austin was the Intercontinental Champion. They were like, "Look, Austin is getting too much nuclear heat. We need to cash in on this. So what we need you to do, Austin, is you and Rock find a way to get him the title. How are you going to do it? Just figure it out." He trusts his talent at that time to know what to do and get
Mhm.
it back over. So Austin wound up giving the title to The Rock, and then he stunned him for just good measure to say, "Okay, I'm done with your ass."
Mhm.
And he went on to beat Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania to become the heavyweight champion and made one of the greatest epic runs in wrestling history.
Mhm.
Nowadays, a lot of this talent, sometimes they need that belt to help push them over the top. Because remember, the story is the man makes the title never makes the man. Nowadays, it seems like with a lot of these young cats, they need to have a belt in order to make them relevant. Now, if you can't produce to me a way in which I can get you over, think about it. The Killer Bees back in the '80s never won the WWE Tag Team title because they were over like you breathe. They were top baby faces. Nowadays, you need to put a belt on someone to be like, okay, well, he's here for 5 years. Now we need to put a belt on him just to make him relevant. It's pretty sad now in the terms of times. It's pretty sad.
And
Mhm.
why do CM Punk mostly appears on Raw and SmackDown in Chicago though?
That's his
It's what
That's
we've
hometown.
been
all
talking
he
about all this time. It's what we've been talking about all this time. CM Punk only shows up to the big shows, like Drew McIntyre says. You know why? He only shows up to the big cities. Is what Mass Up has been saying. The money. You don't want to go to a small
That's what Vince
town.
McMahon
Small
said. He
towns ain't
said
gonna
it's
give you
all
money.
about the money, not the Monet.
Yeah,
It's all
you
about
want
the
to.
money.
Yeah, you don't show.
that
You don't show
explains
up to
why
house shows. You don't show up to small towns. You come to the big city
that
where the cash
explains
is.
why that explains why Roman wasn't appearing at all the shows because he would only appear at the big
Because he's
shows
a
and
special attraction. He's a champion.
Exactly, and
And
that's what
CM
he's been
Punk
proving
size,
them.
you know,
Exactly.
y'all know how CM Punk is. And then also CM Punk, when it comes to wrestling, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I'm not a CM Punky fan. Y'all know I don't like CM Punk, right? CM Punk in Chicago is wrestling. I don't necessarily know anybody else that's from Chicago that is more wrestling in Chicago than CM Punk. CM Punk is like, this is crazy to say. Hey, listen, I don't like this statement. I ain't gonna lie, but if I'm being honest with you, in Chicago, CM Punk is the Michael Jordan of wrestling. I hate to tell y'all. So every time they go to
hey,
Chicago, he gonna show up because
yeah,
they gonna come
yeah,
see him.
they go they go pop every time they see him. Every time he out there. And he could be anything he want. He could be a heel or face. They still go cheer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. They is really vocal over here. They see CM
I
Punk.
mean,
They be loud.
Cause he repped that
and,
town like
and
like 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 it's nothing else. His whole logo was based off of the town. His colors is based off of the town of the city of Chicago. Chicago.
and for all and for all you kids out there who want to know, does the draft really matter in WWE? Yes and no, it doesn't. Here's the reason why CM Punk is going back to Chicago. Number one, is his hometown. Number two, when he goes there, he gets a monster pop. And number three, money.
Yeah, we
They're
talking
gonna
about the
rake in
kind
a
of
lot of
money.
money on SmackDown.
Yes, sir. We're talking about the kind of money that Vince McMahon was talking about, not the Monet. We talking about money.
Mhm.
We're not talking about
Exactly.
Monet like Marcus Monet, because you know Marcus is wifed up to Mercedes Monet. We're talking about money, because that's what it's
Who got
about.
Exactly.
booty to her? I just said I
And
broke
that's
her in
and,
half.
and
I
that's
just
what
said I
the
broke
point
her
is
in
why
half.
CM Punk is going there.
I
CM
can't
Punk is
breezy. I
going
don't know
there
about no
because he
damn
has a need.
goat. What the hell? Talking about gold. That's
And
crazy.
also,
No, you talk about
Nigga,
and
goat
also
in
wow.
here's
Chicago.
another
You talk about the
here's
goat
another
in
reason
Chicago. That's what you.
here's another reason why CM Punk is also up on Friday night because he would have got outclassed
Yeah.
by the Wyatt family on Monday night.
Oh, 100%. And you know what? What I'll say, and
So they
I'll bring up information about this Wyatt Six thing. Listen, last night what they did with the Wyatt Six, I don't I don't care what other people say about it. Some people have opinions that they don't like it and they don't feel it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the Wyatt Six debut last night was probably one of the best ways to debut a new stable and have
uh
people be shocked about it. They brought shock value last night. Without that Wyatt Six debut, Raw was okay, but it gave Raw a lot more to think about. It gave you a lot more to think about when you think about Raw. So the way they debuted the Wyatt Six, if they debuted everybody like that or debuted everybody like that, we would be more into that. See, now I wasn't a fan of them making us wait for so long, but I respect them for after making us wait, giving us that masterpiece last night. Because now you got people think Chad Gable dead. They got people thinking like, was that Gunther? Was that Braun Strowman? Why are they beating people up? What are they doing? Who is even under the
Cody got
mask?
killed last night. They said Cody got killed last night too.
Right.
Cody is SmackDown. Cody is SmackDown. He's
Yeah.
staying
Oh,
on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Here's the
Cody
here's
wasn't
the thing.
there.
It o- it only manifests as heat. Because right now CM Punk is not just nuclear. He's sunless right now for what he did in Scotland. But if they want to keep this going and really manifest the White family to be a dangerous entity to not just Raw but to everybody, they have to show up at SmackDown. They have to. That way, it can let them be know that we ain't basically pointing out one group. We're here to take over the entire damn thing.
Exactly.
hey, but
So CM Punk and the White family are gonna bring in money, money, money on Friday night. Believe that. And when the time comes, Marines come back, that gate is gonna be heavy. It's
oh
going
Yeah.
to
yeah,
be
it
heavy.
makes sense. It makes sense. Found out by Jey Uso himself said we was supposed to got the Fiend versus Roman Reigns 1-on-1 back in 2020. It wasn't supposed to be Jay going against Roman first. We was supposed to got the Fiend versus or Bray Wyatt versus Roman for the title. I wish they would have did it because then we could have put that to bed because Bray never got his rematch for that title. Never got his rematch.
Rest in peace, Bray.
Yeah, but unfortunately, God in nature has his own way of doing what it needs to do.
I would
Yeah,
have
you know
had
what?
Bray
I ain't gonna
Wyatt.
lie to you. Now
Hell, I
y'all
would
want
have
to?
had.
Uh huh.
I would have had. Hell, I would have had Bray Wyatt dethrone Roman. It would have made sense.
Right. That does make sense. That does make a lot of sense. But the only problem with that is Roman needed the time frame that he had the title, and unfortunately, because you don't know how much time you got on this earth, so you got to value every single day like it's your last day.
Mm-hmm.
Bray is not here to even do that. So
Yeah,
I
so
know, and a lot of people didn't like the Bray Wyatt stuff, but a lot of people didn't
I
like the
just,
bloodline stuff. It just needed
I just,
time.
I just didn't like the Bray Wyatt Blues Clues segment, but the
I
theme
loved
song,
it.
yeah,
I loved it.
oh,
Listen, I loved every part of it because the reason why I loved it is because I had I respected Bray Wyatt as a talent. Even though he wasn't the most in shape guy, the most athletic looking guy, he went out there and sold you and made you pay money. You paid your money to come see that show with him. When he speaks on the mic, you think about what he's talking about. He had people in the crowd putting up fireflies. His gimmick was probably one of the greatest gimmicks that we'll see, but it never got to get a chance.
Mick
Like
Foley,
it's, huh?
Mick Foley, basically, it's basically mankind. Mick Foley meets the Undertaker to all roles one character. Really what it
And the sad thing
really
And
what
about
it is.
that is,
yeah,
this is like a case where if we never seen Mick Foley have a longer career, this is what we get when we talk about Bray Wyatt, because it was just the beginning. Could you imagine if him and the Uncle Howdy situation happened and then he was off TV for a little bit and he came back from the health scare healthy like he was going to do, and they debuted with Bray last night? Could you imagine how much better it would have been too? Because it was already good. But imagine if that was Bray and then we had the full six and we didn't need the lantern to make it a six. He never got a chance to do, he never got a chance to really get the legacy that he was going to have.
I really think they had, because Cody was never their original plan to dethrone Roman. I really think in 2020 they had it written in the book at a certain point that they wanted Bray Wyatt to dethrone Roman. So
And it would have
it
probably
was
been an
like,
okay idea because at the end of the day, you gave Roman that long title reign, but he didn't get what he deserved. What the goal was? The goal was for him to go into the summer and break that record. And since you stopped it, it would have made more sense if Bray would have just beat him. Slow build to Bray versus Roman. The Fiend
Bray
beats Roman
beat
Reigns.
Roman.
Yeah.
Have the Fiend beat Roman literally like at the pay per view after Roman breaks the record. And there you go. It'd be like a I'm trying to figure out the word. It'd be like a a scenario where the story just went around and stuff. You started with Roman getting the title and who he beat for the title. Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt, but he didn't pin Bray Wyatt. He pinned Strowman for the title. Then you have Bray as the Fiend come back, redemption, get the title that he never lost fairly, that he never lost, have him beat the longest reigning champion.
Yeah, because
Then
Bray
you
has
put
never
him
been
in
beaten. He was never beaten by Roman for that. Roman pinned Strowman. He didn't pin Bray. Bray was the champion. Like, the thing about it is, man, with the situation with Bray, I really don't like. It's just like how I feel with Brody Lee, right? Brody Lee, he would have took AEW to new levels, but instead he passed away, and now they got some ugly ass Reeboks in memory of him. Let that man rest in peace. Let him rest. Stop trying to money grab off of a dead person.
Is
Stop it.
they is they is they using his son just to take money, just for
Well,
their money?
I'm gonna be honest with you. We know at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, and Brody Lee's son debuts in a wrestling company, he will not be debuting fully in AEW. He will be debuting in the WWE. We know that. He'll be a generation star, and his father will be remembered for his career. All of those things. You know, second generation star, father remember, blah, 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 blah. But the whole thing with the Bray Wyatt situation is it's very unfortunate because this is what and see, this is why people have to be patient. I
Wrestling fans are
I
not
I w-
patient, man. You know that. Come on. This generation of wrestling fans are not patient.
Yeah, they are not patient at all. They want
well,
stuff to be done. They
I
want
didn't
stuff to
mind the
happen.
Bray Wyatt character being a champion. I just felt like if he was to lose the championship, it should have been where the Firefly Funhouse Bray is battling with the Fiend, and the Firefly Funhouse Bray takes over the Fiend. So he comes out and he loses the championship. When he loses the championship, he doesn't lose it as the Fiend. If they would have done it like that, his championship runs look better. Because losing as the Fiend is a character that's very dominant versus all of the other wrestlers. I mean, he literally did a move where he looked like he snapped Finn Balor's neck. It looked like he killed Finn Balor.
Not just
Well,
that.
ladies and gentlemen, hold on one second, Marcus. Hold on one second. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like your heavyweight championship of NXT has just changed. We're running it back. Page versus Williams at
Mm.
What?
Heatwave.
What? Wait, hold
They are
on.
running it back. They are
Oh,
running it back.
I thought Javon won that opportunity. What? This match was for the number one
So
contender.
what happened was Ethan Page was never eliminated from the battle royale.
Oh, that's
So
right.
how
That's
to have
right.
a match. I told you guys. What did I tell you before we started this? I told you that Scotty Bookie. You can't put that kid in a title match right now.
they really don't have nobody to compete against Trick right now. That's why sending
That's how it
that's
is
why
with any
sending
wrestler.
that's why sending a guy like Dijak up to the main roster was not a good idea. Because you're dying for a Dijak right now. You need a
That's why I
Dijak.
say. That's why I say Triple H. I said to you. So I said Triple H needs to slow it down.
Hey,
And I have a funny feeling, judging by what we see here, like I tell you guys, cosmetic wrestling is. What do you see? What do you see? You see four guys laid out in the middle of the ring with the championship in the middle. So guess what you're going to get? And
I
Heat
say
Wave, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a fatal four-way for the NXT Heavyweight Championship.
Who is that guy that came out there? Who is that?
Shawn Spears,
Oh, Sean
two
Spears. I'm like,
AEW guys,
I thought that
two
was damn
two
Luke
former
Gallows.
AEW and
Shit.
TNA guys.
Hey,
That's that's I know.
we got an AEW versus WWE match right here.
Oh, you
Interesting.
got to remember they were in TNA first. They were in TNA first back in the day. So they
Well,
were in
not
TNA.
Sean Spears would then go to TNA.
Yeah, he actually did.
When?
This
When
was
was he?
That would
early
have to be what 2008?
Yeah, he was there. Was there. Was there.
Because he was in WWE for 11 and a half years on NXT. The hell he was. I don't
11
know.
10.
I don't know what the hell that was, but yeah, it'll probably be a fatal four way for for the World Heavyweight Championship. But like I said, and K Breezy, I still do agree with you too. Like the Fiend character didn't need the championship a lot, but if you're going to give him the championship, he should not be the person that's taking the pin. It should be the Firefly Funhouse version of Bray taking the pin because he's not at the strength level of the Fiend.
Yeah, y'all remember the Fiend took like about 85 curb
Curve
stomps.
stops. Yeah, 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 yeah. He took.
So, you know
Se-
what?
uh-huh.
The one I didn't even think about this when you just said about the Wyatt title reign. I didn't really even think about it because all it was in my mind was Scotty Booker. It was just a brief title reign. It really had no substance. Really did.
Yeah, they didn't really press in the battle between the Fiend versus regular Bray. See, if you're pressing in that battle between the Fiend versus regular Bray, and you wanted the Fiend to be beaten, it could be because regular Bray is trying to fight the Fiend. But also a lot of it too is in the later years of Vince's career, a lot of those storylines didn't develop fully. And in the early years of Triple H's career, it was such a slow time frame that they never got a chance. Like the storyline with Bray, Uncle Howdy, and all of that stuff, right? Now, mind you, I'm a person that like LA Knight versus Bray Wyatt because if we're being really, really honest, LA Knight was there, but that match with him and Bray sent LA Knight to a whole different stratosphere. A lot of the matches that
Now,
Bray
the
had.
next,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Without that match with Bray, it would have took a little bit longer for LA Knight to get
Well,
there.
Knight because that's when around the time where he started to be LA Knight again after the match. What was his name?
Exactly.
Max.
Uh
Uh,
Max something. I don't know. Maximil models. Shout out to the Maximil models. I thought they were kind of funny. Maximil models, that unique comedy tag teams in wrestling too. Um, but what I'll say though is that match between and wrestling fans, they don't like anything unless it's AEW or
right.
some loser winning the championship. But that match between LA Knight and Bray Wyatt, though it was very creative, it helped LA Knight. That's what put LA Knight to the next level. It pushed him to the next level. Even though LA Knight lost, because people were saying, "Oh well, LA Knight lost, so he's done. He's out of there. LA Knight is not going to ever do anything ever again. He's
Yeah.
done." And what did he end up doing right after he went against Bray? He had a undisputed championship match with Roman Reigns.
And let me say this too. They they don't even know the word berry. They was using a berry for him. They overuse
Explain it.
words.
Well, I just explained what Barry means. Barry means this. Look, not everybody's fit to be in WWE. Not everybody's fit to be in AEW. Not everybody's fit to be in TNA. Not everybody's fit to be in NWA. Not everybody's fit to be in MLW. Sometimes you just don't have that kind of charisma or that talent to be able to do it. So what happens is, wrestling company continue putting in matches. You're a jobber. Then you answer talent. And then you go back to being a jobber. And the just says, you know what? We're just not making any money with you. So we feel that you got a good fit for what we want. So you out of here. And that's when you become buried. Now, if a veteran won, let's say, multiple card titles, multiple tag team belts, start losing a lot of matches to help get such talent over, that's called molding. That's called elevating the next talent to the next level. And what will happen afterwards is that guy who, or that gal that's in all the jobber matches will eventually get a title match or get put in a big match where they get a payday out of it. They thank you for doing what you're doing. A la Natalia.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she does. Natalia is a two-time women's champion, so she understands. Look, I'm only here to elevate the talent. They give me another title run, but I'm here to elevate these young ladies. Come over to tell Triple H, look, this girl's good. This girl's good. This girl's good. This one, you don't want to that one. She's not being buried. She's helped to elevate the talent. Now, when she gets buried, it's because when they think they one and done with her. That is what it means to be buried.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't understand that. They say a person is buried if they ain't WWE if they ain't the
No,
number one person of each company and stuff. You can't be a Mid Carter or a tag team champions because if you is, you buried. That's what this. That's what they mindsets are.
no, sometimes the roster's so thin. I mean, you want to try to elevate stars as much as you can. Just like
Of
right now,
course.
the Miz and Austin having the tag team titles. Okay, I understand it. They have a roster full of tag teams that will be much more suitable for the belts. I think they're trying to hold them on long enough until SummerSlam comes to when, like, okay, Miz and Austin is like, okay, you can go and get these belts to these guys and let them go ahead and run. That's pretty much what's happening. It's the same thing that's happened over in SmackDown. Why do you think they're trying their best to separate that tag team so they can have singles competitors to compete for the U.S. or the undisputed Universal Championship?
Yeah, because I mean, you really only need in the tag team division on each brand, you only need like four decent teams, and then
Five.
you can four or five, yeah, 4 to 5 decent teams.
Yeah.
But you don't need your whole roster to be in tag teams, because if your whole roster is in tag teams and you have mid carders or upper mid carders, then when it's time for somebody to challenge for the heavyweight championship, you won't have a lot of people. Like you're not gonna have a lot of people. Like I understand a tag team like Cesaro and Sheamus when that happened, But at a time, you really had to look at it like, man, you could go put Sheamus in the heavyweight title picture or the world title picture. You know what I'm saying?
Their,
And some
their
people
tag
feeling,
team division was weak at that time. Oh my god, that time. They barely had anybody. So it was like I don't know what to do with two single guys. So it's kind of like okay, since I don't know what to do, let me just jump
I
off into
think
the tag team here to help it out to elevate.
I think the Creed brothers gonna beat Miz and R-Truth, but they ain't gonna beat them until Chad Gable get the IC
yeah,
title.
yeah,
Which even though Sammy, even though Sa- even though
Oh, Marcus, say that again.
I said the
Say that
Creed
what you
brothers,
just said. Say that again.
what, Gable as IC champion,
no, the whole
And
thing.
who else? What else did you just say?
the Creed brothers as tag team champions.
Marcus, that's big. That's big. That's
Yeah, I
big
like that. I like that.
because that's big. That makes more sense right there, and that is perfect right there. I have a
Hey,
funny feeling that SummerSlam may be where we get the answers that we look for. Chad Gable fight his way back for Intercontinental title,
hey, hey,
and he
yeah,
gets that
yeah,
belt off of Sammy, and
I was
then
about to
they
say
get
that.
the belts off of Austin Truth.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was about to say because Sammy said, and I see this going this way because Sammy told Chad Gable it's done. He can't get another opportunity. But I can see a scenario where Chad Gable goes up to Sammy and say, "I want one more shot at this title, and I will put my career on the line." I can see Chad Gable put his career on the line and he wins the IC title, but the Creed brothers
I think that
interfere in
happens
match
at
where
Money
they
in the
gonna
Bank. I think that happens at Money in the Bank. I think Chad Gable beats Sami Zayn. They might have like a multi-man match for the IC title. It's probably gonna be a ladder match because Money in the Bank has ladders. Blah 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 blah. I think Chad Gable wins that
Uh,
IC title, but he's not going to win it with those people that he's been with. The people that will come out and help Chad Gable win will be the Creed brothers. And then now that cements the Creed brothers with Chad Gable. Then we move forward to SummerSlam and we give a chance to have a multi tag team battle royale, as they say, match for the tag team titles at SummerSlam. Creed brothers win. They have a stable tag team that looks pretty decent. Chad is the IC champion for a little bit. Creed Brothers is tag team champions. I'm starting not to really like that Raw tag team title look. That red on the banner just is not hitting for me no
yeah,
more.
it shows wrong. They could have just kept that gold. They didn't need to
Yeah,
do
that
that.
red banner is just, I
these
don't
two
know.
young fellas gave to all the fans out there that are listening and listening to the show. These two young men, SummerSlam for you, match.
Uh huh.
So
But
here's the thing:
but
Chad
but
Gable is still wants to hunt for the title. So I see Chad Gable winning the Money in the Bank briefcase on that same night because guess what we found out? Sheamus won yeah by disqualification. We might actually have another fatal four for the Intercontinental title because we had Sheamus, you had Braun Breaker, you had Liv Kaiser
Mm-hmm.
against Sami Zayn in the fatal four way. You have Chad Gable win the Money in the Bank. He comes in, cashes in on Sami Zayn, and
Mm-hmm.
wins it that night in his hometown. That gives him nuclear heat. And then go into SummerSlam where he helps them in the tag team titles against Austin. I love it.
Well,
now
I
all
I
to
I think
I
I
love it.
think it'll work out that him and Sammy will go again. But I don't think Chad Gable is going to get the Money in the Bank. I don't necessarily know who's going to win Money in the Bank right now. It's so up in the air for me. I can see a lot of people
Tiffany
doing
Stratton.
it. I know
I see
Tiffany
Finn
Strat.
Balor winning.
I can
I
see
can see
Tiffany
Finn.
Strat. Yeah, Finn is another one that could more than likely do it. But then again, let's be honest, man. I don't know, man. They might let Jay Uso cash in. I ain't gonna lie. They might listen.
Wow.
Jay Uso sells so much merch and he got so many numbers right now, man. They might go ahead and let Jay Uso cash in, cause,
Yeah.
cause, cause his match with Damian Priest at Madison Square Garden would more than likely be a DQ match. You know what I'm saying? But we also don't know when. Listen, think about this. Y'all see that this whole idea with Jay going against Damian Priest at Madison Square Garden, right? Is that match after or before Money in the Bank? Think about that.
I think it's four.
Money in the
I
bank.
think it's, yeah, it'd be
No
four.
wait. Money in the bank. Week now, isn't it?
Money
Or
in the
four.
Bank is in 2 weeks. I think that
Yeah.
match is in. I think that match is in July. Let me see when they go to Madison Square Garden. Let me check. Let me just check real quick. WWE Madison Square Garden. Now that could also be the let's check when they go. Okay, so they will be in Madison Square Garden on June 28th. So it's going to be in 10 days. So it's going to be before the Money in the Bank. Because Money in the Bank is going to be on 7/5 in Toronto. Wait. Why are they saying 2 nights?
Uh-huh.
Hold on. So that match is going to be before. So it's going to be 7/5, and they're actually selling Money in the Bank weekend 3-day pass, which is really fire. That looks kind of lit. I ain't
They
gonna lie
got
to you.
they got the NXT that's gonna take place on the 7th. You got Money in the Bank on the 5th and the 6th.
Listen to this, y'all. What they doing right now for Money in the Bank? They selling a 3-day pass for Money in the Bank. So a 3-day pass is
SmackDown.
131. Yeah, you
So it's
get.
gonna be SmackDown. It's gonna be Money in the Bank, and then it's gonna be Heat Wave, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it'll probably be SmackDown, Heat Wave, and then Money in the Bank. Yeah. Yep. Which is a good deal. They need to go ahead when they bring WrestleMania to the city of Detroit, also known as the city of the Coney Dogs, city of the Cartiers and the Gators and the fur coats. When they bring WrestleMania to Detroit, they need to make it a 3-day pass. If you want my money, charge me $300 for them tickets, Triple H. I'm paying. I will be at WrestleMania 26 if it's in the city of Detroit, in the state of Michigan. You know I'm gonna be there.
Hey, yeah.
but I was saying with the Chad Gable situation, I see Chad actually winning the title in Berlin in like August because that show is like 2 or 3 weeks after SummerSlam. It's literally in the same month as SummerSlam. I can see Chad Gable winning it there, and you have Chad defend. I mean, you have Sammy defend the title again. I'm gonna just throw a name out there. He facing, I guess he facing either Otis or he facing Sheamus
Otis.
for the ice. Title.
Otis.
I'm just no, not
I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie to you,
Sammy.
man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't ever see Otis winning a heavyweight championship. I like Otis as his funny character and stuff like that. Uh, but I don't see Otis. Yeah, I'm hearing it's
No,
going to be
I'm saying
Jay.
Otis.
That's who I think it's gonna
I'm,
be. Hold on, Marcus, you gotta fix your phone again. Um, yeah, K Breezy, I'm here. It's going to be Jay too. I think it is going to be Jay, and I think Jay is going. Listen, let me tell y'all something. What if Jay Uso cash in on Cody Rhodes?
Jay Cash is there on Cody Rhodes.
Well, what if
Just
Jay cash in on Cody Rhodes? Do you know how crazy the world would be?
hey, that would be a shock
Listen to
move
this.
right
Let's talk about this. What if Jay Uso cashed in on Cody Rhodes, and then all you hear is dun
Silence.
dun dun no 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 no, and you see Roman Reigns come out, and Jay Uso hands Roman Reigns the Universal Championship. What happens then? What happens then when Jay Uso cash in on Cody Rhodes and then hands Roman the Universal Championship?
You
All
the
will
you
be Yeah.
He just hands Roman the title and just say, here you go, my tribal chief.
Could you imagine that? Could you imagine how crazy the world would be if Jay Uso cashes in? Because also, just to let y'all know, Cody and Jay have history as friends and tag team partners. What if Jay turns on Cody, cashes in on him, and then hands Roman the Universal Championship? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Marcus Brown will be on the floor passed out. We gonna have to pick that boy up off the floor because we will be all will be
You know
right in the
what?
universe, and my tribal chief will be back in the
You know what
spot
he
that he
just
was
did?
supposed to be.
He just
Yes,
fucked my head up. He just fucked
Hey,
my head up.
that would be unpredictable. That would be that would be kind of creative. Not, no,
that's what we
no cap.
need. That's what we need. That's why they need to put me on the booking team. That's why they need to go ahead and give me a job. Funny that you say that. I'm also hearing that Rock is going to beat Cody for the belt at WrestleMania, and the next night on Raw, Rock is going to hand the belt to Roman.
What? So you can see it. You can see that scenario
That's what
where
K Breezy say here. He hearing that Rock is going to beat Cody, then hand the belt to Roman. Ah, hey, listen,
hey,
that's a possibility. That's a very much so a possibility. But let's not forget about Jay winning,
Uh,
Jay cashing in, and it's just all a plan. Sorry about this, y'all. Hold on one second. I gotta fix my thing. It's all.
hey,
you just
what
gave
about this though?
me my
What
head.
about this? What
Well,
about this too? What about this? You have Jay hand Roman the title, then Roman uses his strings and stuff, using his strings and his pull to get Jay the world heavyweight championship,
Well, you know
and we
what?
gonna have
I'm
Jay and
still a
Roman.
believer that Jay Uso deserves to be the world heavyweight champion over Damian Priest. People don't like that. I say that. I'm sorry, guys. How tall is Jay
No, I
Uso?
think Seth
How
is
tall is
beating
Jay
him for
Uso?
the title.
I don't think so.
I think Seth, I
six
think Seth is getting
two,
his title back.
6'3", or something. Six,
How tall is Jay? He's 6'3"?
about
Yeah, I
six
think
two.
he's 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", same height as Roman.
So he's 6'2",
Oh,
6'3".
Roman's a bit tall. I would give him
Can yeah, I think Jay might be 6'1". Can we get the tail of the tape for Jay Uso in the chat? Somebody know? Okay, Breezy, how tall is Jay Uso and how much does he weigh? Can you look that up for me? I appreciate you so kindly, brother. The nigga dropped the ball. God,
so
listen,
right.
all
That
would be
blew my mind.
that would be
That
so crazy. And you know what? I would have to tell Triple H. I would give him his props on it. If Triple H did something like that, I would give him his props because that would say, okay, now we kind of working with a little bit of money here. Now we doing something that's crazy, something that's really crazy out here.
Hey, that
I,
that
I
that that
that
that fa- that toxic fan base is gonna be crying if that happens.
Good.
It'll
He's
be
I
6'2",
hilarious.
weighs
think that
242.
Childhood.
happened.
So listen, Jay Uso is 6'2", 242 pounds. Do you know what Jay Uso is considered? A heavyweight. A
So
heavyweight.
it's his brother who's 250 some pounds.
Jay Uso being 6'2", 242 pounds in our class. You remember we said, what we say? What we say,
He
230,
qualifies as a head.
230 to
You said
250.
230 to like heavyweight. You said 230 to 290. The
Yeah, so I
super
need everybody
heavyweight
who, yeah,
is
yeah,
like
two,
291 and up.
yeah, 290 and up. So I need everybody who has this narrative that Jay Uso is not a heavyweight champion material guy. Yes, he doesn't have a whole 3,000 list of wrestling moves, but he got everything else that you need. And he 240, and he's 6'2". He's a heavyweight, guys. Jay Uso's a
Hey, that
heavyweight, and
that's some unpredictable stuff you just said though. Having Jay win Money in the Bank, win the title, and just cash in on Cody and just say, "Here you go."
listen, Now, if something along those lines come true, then Master Marks, maybe he was really that guy who was out exposing all the news. They say it was somebody else. They say it was somebody a part of the commentating team. But if that comes true, then you might be able to go ahead and say Uncle Master Marks really do work for WWE. One of these days, I will have a WWE source. I don't know when and I don't know how,
But
but in the future, that will be
uh,
something that I have a WWE source.
you know what? Now that I think about it, that is very savvy. Yeah. Like I said, I don't. I think the last time I think I once saw a young man go in and beat the guy that beat the unstoppable champion was Randy Orton beat Chris Benoit at a pay per view for the heavyweight championship, handed
Uh
it
huh.
over to Triple H. Only spit in his face.
Mm.
I've seen, but I think I've seen it another time where someone won the world title and handed it back over to the main heel. I don't think it was Hollywood Hogan at the time,
Was it
but
somebody with Triple H or
it's
something?
that's
Was
the
it?
one I was telling you about, Randy Orton. It was Randy Orton that was going to hand it and spat in his face on a Monday Night Raw and gave him the RKO.
You know,
So, and that launched Randy Orton to being the star that he is today. So, I can actually see that actually happening. Because trust me, as I mentioned before, wrestling doesn't do things just once. They recycle stuff, give it a fresh look.
oh
So,
yeah,
it's
100%.
possible.
That's why they did the AJ Styles thing. That's why they did the whole AJ Styles thing, coming out with a colored
I'll
suit
allow you.
on. Mark Henry, AJ Styles, same thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same. It was the same thing. Yeah, they do like to run back a storyline and put a little new can of paint on it. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll do that for
Hey,
sure.
but what would the reaction be in y'all opinion? What would
The
y'all
wrestling
think
world
the?
would be on fire, and you know what we would be doing? We would be smoking the biggest, stickiest, smokiest, rolled up pack of Cody Rhodes pack that we ever
Hey,
rolled.
that would make Roman a super mega heel then.
We would smoke so much. We would smoke so much Cody Rhodes pack. I'd be out here smoking banana flavored backwoods, like this girl that was at the store earlier was getting. She was getting some banana backwoods. I'm just like, that's crazy. Like that's kind of fat. I ain't gonna lie to you. Banana flavored backwoods is pretty crazy. We'd be smoking the biggest pack of banana flavored blonde bitch pack that you could possibly ever smoke. I'll be honest with you.
Hey,
I
they
smoke
did
fucking
make
honorable.
AJ look like a complete idiot because
Yeah, they did make him
even
look
when he
soft,
said
bro. Yeah.
even when he said I quit, Cody still smacked him with the
Yeah, they
still
made
still.
Cody.
Which by the way, that's a heel move. Cody be doing some underlining heel stuff. So if he's doing underlining heel stuff and he still want to be a face, just say he's a delusional face and call it a day. Just say he's a delusional
Well,
face
I mean,
because
I
he
don't
be
I don't
doing some.
consider him a face. I don't he doesn't have anything cuz I mean the dude is rich. $1,000 suit on. $1,000 dress shoes on. How does he relate to the working man? The reason why his father related, the only thing his father did was wearing that fur coat, but his father related to the working man. Cody don't really relate to the working man. He's more to the upper middle class guy who might vote somebody that is Republican in office. Like he's not a baby face. Cody, listen, I tell you this: when Cody Rhodes become a heel, I guarantee you, Cody Rhodes will mean something to me. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
I ain't betting nothing because I can see it. I can see Cody just doing
He's a
Cody just
common man.
going around, just
Yep.
going around punt kick, doing the Randy Orton, just going around punt kicking people.
I think I
Just
think they
keep
have
it.
a perfect time to do it. SummerSlam, right, is coming up. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Randy comes in face. Cody comes in face. Cody walks out a heel. I never
But
needed you,
RNA,
Randy. Yeah, I never needed you, Randy. I used you, Randy. I got what I needed off of you. I became who I needed to be, and I got rid of you. I went on and did things that you couldn't do. You didn't have the balls to go outside of the WWE sphere. You couldn't do it, Randy, but I did it. I
RNA
went
still on.
outside.
And it's still on. Remember, everyone's been talking about getting RNA over to WWE. That would be the moment to do it.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
Get
sure.
him over there.
perfect,
He gets the better.
perfect. Have Arn Anderson just sell a heel Cody Rhodes. Oh
Oh my
yeah,
god, man! I just
do
hate
that.
this game, bro. I can never throw the damn ball in this fucking game because these people just sit in coverage, bro. Damn, y'all motherfuckers just don't want to play man for real. Y'all
Tell
fucking
you, I'll
See,
just
see,
tell you
pe-
out here.
see people, see
hold
people
on, hold on,
think.
hold on. Let Ruben go ahead and say what he's saying because I
Oh
couldn't
my
hear
bad.
him.
No, 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 you're all right. But I mean, it's out there. There's so many avenues, ways that they can. But the whole thing is it's starting to all together now for SummerSlam. I mean, we already know about matches that happen, but we also keep forgetting the elephant in the room. We don't really know the true health of Damian Priest.
Right, right. We don't.
We don't know because we could have. Remember what I say? Recycled ideas. When Becky Lynch was pregnant, the Money in the Bank match wound up being for the title. So
Yeah,
the Money in the Bank for the men, based on how badly hurt Priest is, could be for the title there. I'll be right back. Think about
yeah,
that.
yeah. They keep saying that Priest ain't that hurt though. That's the thing. We're gonna stay
No,
on
they
here for about
confirmed
10 more
he's
minutes and then we're gonna get a.
no. They confirmed it. He wasn't limping last night. He's fine. He's okay. It was just a scare, but he's okay.
I wonder do they still have an opportunity to get Finn in that match? Because I mean, you could have Finn turn on Damian Priest. It's possible.
Yeah, you
Finn's
could
going to
have
turn on
Finn.
Damian Priest sooner or later. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
don't.
gonna happen.
It's
You
gonna
can either
happen.
have you can either have Finn cost Priest the match at not at SummerSlam at Money in the Bank, or you could have Finn win Money in the Bank and just cash in on Priest.
Yeah, of course. I guarantee y'all that I lost a subscriber on here because we had somebody coming here talking about Kenny Omega. They act like they was ready
I
to fight
guarantee
me.
you it is. No, I just had to be real because he came in here saying all types of stuff. The normal stuff. I I got really I got activated because
Uh
I know
oh.
what AEW.
Not.
I know what
Hey, LTK. Not Marcus Brown finna up stick. That's crazy. Said he got activated. Marcus Brown then got activated on folks now.
Yeah, I got activated once he said WWE is about to bury TNA and stuff and kept on saying it. Then he told you Then he told you, don't be talking about Kenny Omega. I was like, oh, that's one of those toxic
Uh huh.
AEW fans. That's
Uh
one of
huh.
those AEW fans that say, oh, just enjoy wrestling, or
Uh huh.
say, well, WWE did this or did that, but cap for the company that they think is number two.
Uh huh. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
it's a
mind.
number
I wouldn't
two, all
mind.
right.
I wouldn't mind seeing.
It's it's a number two, all right.
I wouldn't mind seeing
It's
Dom
the
get
number
it.
two that comes out my ass.
Hey,
It's the
yo, that's
it's the
crazy.
number two that
Talk.
comes out my ass. But
Yeah,
what you
he
were
said
saying?
on that car. Yeah, he. Hey, listen. He said he was activated. LTK. Marcus said he activated. So Marcus ready. He ready to smoke. You know, Marcus from the hood, man. Y'all better leave Marcus alone. I'm telling you that. Mar.
I just had to I just had to laugh at a little goofy outside when I was taking the garbage out. The little goofy go past me and say, "Hey, yo, fat ass," with the white shirt on. I just kept on walking and was left. I could have just smoked. I could have just broke that. That
Hold
boy's
on.
jaw, but
Hold
I
on.
was
Let's
like,
not talk
nah.
about smoking people. Let's not talk. Let's talk about. Let's not say smoke, Marcus. This is a. This isn't a child friendly show, but this is a not go to jail friendly show. That one who said I almost had to smoke his ass. That's crazy. Not Marcus. Not Marcus. Hey, look. Not Marcus up and stick while on the damn show. Hold on. Local man from Chicago up stick while on Master Up Mark's TV show.
You know how it is. That's why I was. That's why I got activated when the dude came in here talking that nonsense. I was like, he's one of those AEW fans.
He was finna put
Cause
somebody on Hami Watch. That's crazy. Putting them on Hami
everything
Watch.
I was waiting because I was criticizing his takes. I was waiting for him to say something slick because that's how those AEW fans are. They'll say something slick and think you ain't gonna pull up and do something.
No,
I
I hear
was
that.
waiting for him to say something slick because I didn't like his opinions because he came across like a mark.
Well, first
I
of
know
all,
a mark when I see him.
when you start comparing Kenny Omega to Kurt Angle, or you start comparing Kenny Omega to The Rock, that's where you lose me. Because even Kenny
Saying
Omega
it's
will
all
tell you
about the
out of his
ring work.
even Kenny
Saying
Omega will tell you out his mouth that The Rock is something different than him. Kenny Omega will tell you that. Like if Omega would tell you that, we got to be real here. Like the problem with wrestling fans is some of y'all don't be using logic, and most of y'all be men. And the number one thing that a man is supposed to do is be logical. You're supposed to
I
think
put
with
on
logic.
deodorant.
Right, and
I
put on
put
your
on
deodorant.
deodorant.
And make sure you put on your deodorant because we do have, most of us do have hair under our armpits. So you need to make sure that hair under your armpits has some freshener on it. You know what I'm saying? Put some deodorant on. Get you a loofah.
Wash
Wash your
your ass.
wash your ass. That's right. That's what we say here at the Master Up Marks channel with the AEW Pack Smokers and Master Up Marks Militia, the Day One Doggy Bones, and the Dogs of Devastation. We are people who promote you to wash your ass and your armpits big time. Every single chance that you can get. Even if you only got 10 minutes to do it, you can have a clean ass in 10 minutes. That's possible. It's very much so possible. Listen, I'm telling you, you don't need 6 hours to wash your ass. It could take you about 15, 20 minutes to go ahead, get the shower on. Get your shower on, brother. But a lot of these people that
Yeah, yeah, though, Mask Up. I agree with you saying.
okay, LTK, I'm glad you good, brother. We know AEW pack smokers, they stay fresh. You know what I'm saying? They stay fresh. They ain't out here smelling like sardines and onions and you know what I'm saying and
And
fresh
Buck
booty,
Dusty and
fresh booty
and,
water and
yeah,
when it
booty, booty, pussy, and toes. So that's what they
if
be
if
smelling
they
like.
use their wash rag, they ain't gotta have a stench on their wash rag because the wash rag clean because their body clean. You know what I'm saying? We know the AEW pack smokers how they get down. You know we clean folks out here. So like I was saying, usually when somebody start hitting me with that um Kenny Omega talk, telling me not to disrespect Kenny Omega, first of all. Yeah. From the Chi, yeah.
It's your,
Listen.
first of all, it's your channel. It's your channel.
Yeah,
Second of
and
all, we got our opinions. We could have our opinions.
you have the right to have your personal opinion against me, and you have the right to not agree with me, but don't tell me ever in your motherfucking life what I need to do on my shit. This is my shit. Until your name is Masked Up Marks, and you still cool on my side, even if you still here with us or you unsubscribe from us. Until your name is Masked Up Marks, don't ever in your motherfucking life come on my shit telling me what I need to do that I don't
That,
need to that I don't need to disrespect somebody. Because first of all, nothing I say is really meant to be malicious. I say it from a business wrestling fan aspect. Now you can like it or you can hate it. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna fucking say it. And if you have a problem with it, go make you a channel. Go make you a channel and you say your opinion. You get up on this motherfucking platform at 10 o'clock at night when you got to go to work at motherfucking 8 o'clock in the morning, and you talk about wrestling and then come holla at me. Like, I don't like shit like that. I'm cool with everybody on here, and we have this platform for people to voice their opinions and how they feel. But this should never get to the point where somebody come on here and tell me what I need to be saying or what I don't need to be saying. Because nobody dictates me in this bitch. Nobody dictates me in real life, and nobody is going to dictate me on this fucking application. Sorry, it ain't gonna work like that. You just become a meme in my chat. You become a meme in my chat.
It's why I said don't get fucked up over this wrestling stuff.
Okay, let's chill. We're not going that far. But I'm saying,
I'm just saying.
at the end of the day, at the end of the
Don't
day,
be spanking in the alley. Don't be
listen.
spanking in the alley.
Okay, Marcus, that's enough. We know you in Chicago. You ain't got to do that. I know Chicago niggas be wild. Listen, but what I'm saying is, in this thing, I bring people on here to say how they feel, even if I don't agree with Marcus 24/7. I don't agree with Ruben 24/7. I don't agree with anybody 24/7, because we all have different opinions. We're humans. That's what humans do. You know what I'm saying? We have different opinions. We have different ways. We come from different pathways, and we're all here. But when I bring this platform out and I allow people to come on here and say their opinion, I do not want somebody telling me what I can and can't say. If it's some no puffy shit and we joking and whatever, yeah, that's fine. That's cool. But as far as my opinion on wrestling, you do not tell me that I can't say certain things and this and that and the third, because you're not my daddy. You're not my daddy. Father's Day was a couple days ago. My daddy is not you. Pause. No puffy. Don't nobody come on my channel telling me what I can say and what I can't say. And if you don't like what I'm saying and you feel like my content is too business oriented and too money oriented, hey, tough titty, get the fuck off my shitty. It's just how it works, brother. Like, I ain't here to. I do this shit for fucking free. Let me tell y'all something. I do this motherfucking YouTube shit for free. You hear me? I don't get paid shit to do this shit. I spend 4 or 5 hours. Hey, yo, yeah, I know that shit is crazy, right? Because saying somebody ain't my daddy, I know. Chill, okay, breezy. I do this YouTube shit for fucking. He talking about me. He talking about me. He talking about me. Oh. I do YouTube practically for fucking free. What I get paid at my job, YouTube do not pay me. That's why I still work at my fucking job. So even if you do have an opinion, if you're not paying me no money, you can't tell me nothing. I have my opinion, and you don't have to agree with it. You can say, you know what, I don't agree with your opinion on Kenny Omega, but I respect you, and you know, we men and whatever. Don't tell me not to disrespect somebody. Kiss my motherfucking ass. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be cool with you and all of those things. Nobody comes on here and tell me that I can't disrespect Kenny Omega. First of all, listen. We smoke AEW pack. We smoke Kenny Omega pack, Cody Rhodes pack, Triple H pack. We smoke a lot of packs, and also we don't just talk shit about AEW. We talk shit about everything that don't make fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? And I don't run this channel to be a dictator or be a boss or anything like that. But when we get to the point where people telling me what I can say and I can't say, motherfucker, you don't have that power. You don't have that power. You do not have that power. You come in here as a watcher, you respect the channel, and you respect my people in this shit. Now, I know Marcus did pop off at you a little bit, and you might have unsubscribed because we're just a money wrestling channel, whatever the case may be. But never in your motherfucking life.
That was disrespect, because he literally said we ain't wrestling fans. Like, what the fuck is we doing here then?
What the fuck do I spend 4 hours for 5 days a week doing? Talking about wrestling. Now we gawk over females and yeah. Okay, Marcus, chill. You ain't gotta go crazy.
I ain't about to say nothing outrageous. I was about to say he lucky I didn't block him for that. Come in here talking nonsense, but I was like, I did because I wanted to let the man
speak his piece.
Kept on opening his mouth and saying nonsense.
Right, which is it is what it is. But let me just say this: in this shit, Master Marks is the owner of this channel. The friends that I bring on here and the individuals that I bring on here, they have their opinions just like I have my opinion. Nobody should be coming in here telling somebody what they can and they can't say. Like I tell people, like when we had a situation where two people had a disagreement on something, like I told them before, y'all don't. It ain't no hatred. It ain't no player hating. It ain't no congregating on one side. Everybody in here are men or grown ass women, and we all have the ability to have our own personal fucking opinions. If you don't like it, it's easy to go ahead and exit off the chat. It's fine. Should we get 15, 16 motherfuckers in here? If we go down to 14, that's just one person. I can go have one of my cousins follow to fill you in. You do not donate to my channel. You do not contribute to my channel. You don't do anything to make my channel anything. You're just a person coming in here with an opinion, which you're allowed to do, but also be respectful to me having this channel and be respectful to me as a man. Because I am still a grown ass man and I do not tolerate somebody telling me what the fuck I can and can't say. I'm grown as hell. I pay fucking grown ass bills. Till you niggas start paying my bills, don't tell me what the fuck I can and can't say on my damn channel. But at the end of the day, this has still been a good stream. I appreciate y'all coming on my channel. I am going to get off of here because I do have some things I need to tend to. We will be possibly live tomorrow, but not for AEW. I tell you that. Tomorrow is Juneteenth, so we're gonna celebrate the black folks. We're gonna come back tomorrow actually for a little bit for the Juneteenth watch party. Hold on one second. Don't be acting this bad. Some dudes just take it too far. Right. Sometimes I really question if some of these dudes that come around in this wrestling shit, if y'all really have penises between your legs or do y'all got coochies? Cause some of you niggas be acting like some bitches. And I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. But that is what it is. We done with that. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate Marcus for coming on, and I appreciate Ruben for coming on. We're gonna be live for the Juneteenth watch party. Celebrate the black folks. Celebrate Obafemi and Bobby Lashley and Booker T and all the black wrestlers. That's what I want to do tomorrow. Let's talk about some of the African Americans who have paved the way in the wrestling business for the Juneteenth live watch party. Shout out to the AEW Pack Smokers, the Master Marks Militia, and the Day One Doggy Bones. Marcus and Ruben, just give me 1 second, then we go. I'm gonna chit chat with y'all in just a second. Shout out to the AEW Pack Smokers, the Master Marks Militia, and the Day One Doggy Bones. I appreciate y'all joining the stream. If you haven't liked the video, make sure you like the video. When you come in tomorrow at 8 p.m., please also make sure you like the video as well. I am out this bitch. All right, so I appreciate y'all coming on. Yeah, that's something I was thinking in my head to do. Just having